Shouts out to Black Sicano, man. He's letting us know we were late. We had to do mic checks behind the studio before we come in live. Let him make sure everything's good. Chop it up, see what we're going to talk about today. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to Big Jew Talk, episode 7. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of spirit, God number 7. We got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight. A lot of good stuff. But one thing we was talking about behind the scenes was about how all the celebrities, you know, practice magic behind closed doors. Before I get to that topic, let me introduce the co-host, Dr. Reverend Chakra Doctor in the building. Big time out here, mainstreaming magic. Black man out here being successful. You know what I'm saying? Main media out here actually making, you know, he's like one of the first people I met who openly says they do magic without worrying about the, you know, the negative outlook it has on it. He's actually trying to put it onto the forefront that, hey, there's nothing wrong with it. Like I said, to each his own. As long as you ain't killing no babies and drinking no blood, which Chakra Doctor don't do. You know what I'm saying?
I'm a vegan, baby. Only blood I drink is the blood of fruits. I'm a vegan vampire.
Hey, man, you need to come out with drop that recipe book, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm back juicing. You know what I'm saying? And one of my favorite ones, it looked like blood. It's beets, lemon juice, celery, cucumber, ginger, and I like to put I already said cucumber, lemon juice, lime in it as well. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I like to drink that every morning, man.
Remember beetroot oil is what's in miracle food. A lot of people don't know that beets are what is considered a super food. It is not just a regular food. Beets are literally they don't call them the unbeatables for nothing, bro. And it don't look like the color of blood for no reason, bro. You know what I mean? It is literally the best blood purifier on the market, rich full of iron, all kind of minerals that detoxify the blood.
We got y'all tonight. Hey, some people said, what the F are chakras? And then we had somebody else.
What are chakras? So
Dwayne, we need more info on chakras. I'm trying to learn them. So we got the perfect man in the building to update you on chakras, because I didn't really know what the fuck a chakra was till I met this dude here. So Doc, fill him in on what these chakras is.
So first we're gonna go to, you know, the definition of Webster. The definition of Webster and what Webster tells you that chakras are, right? So first and foremost, you know, they hit you with, it's an Indian thought. So the place where it can be found at the most is in India, right? It's an Indian thought, right? And it says, each of the centers of spiritual power in the human body, usually considered to be 7 in number. Okay, so the seven days of your week, that's modeled after the 7 chakras. The 7 deadly sins, that's modeled after the 7 chakras. The 7 archangels, that's modeled after the 7 chakras. Everything that you have, right? Everything that look at that 7 in Freemasonry. It's the number 7. They call it the holy. They call it the G number, right? It's the letter G, and they call it the God number, right? It is also the 7 is also a perfect what? Angel, right? An angel. So when they be doing that in Freemasonry, that's what they're throwing up, the 7, the number of God, saying, "Hey, I'm God. Hey, I'm God." Because what is God doing on the thing? Yeah, but right when you're doing that right there, they're throwing up that 7. You're throwing up the angle. You're throwing up the angle, right? When you're doing that right there, you feel me? You're talking about the temple of God. You feel me? Remember on E.T., even E.T. threw it up on E.T. phone home, and his tip of his finger lit up. You feel me? All that represents the 7. You got 7 days in your week. You got 777, meaning jackpot at the casino, right? Dogs, which is God spelled backwards. Age, 7 by 7 years. Dog year, 1 year in human being is 7 years to a dog, right? So you keep on showing you. Oh, they asked God they asked Jesus or God in the Bible, how often should you forgive someone? And he said 70 times 7, right? He said 70 times 7. In Islam, when you die, they say you are supposed to receive between seven or I'm sorry, they say you're supposed to receive 70 virgins, 70 virgin women. I need to join Islam. Islam say I get 70 bitches. You niggas all the time about I get 3 or 4. I gotta stick to one. I go to Islam, nigga. That's why a lot of black bitches join Islam. Well, I can have 4, 5 wives, nigga. Oh yeah, I'm going to Islam. Yeah, but the number 7. When you go to the when you go to the seven heavens, the seven atmospheric pressures in science. You know, you go all over. You know, there are countless documentation of how sacred the number 7 is, how the number 7 is used in our everyday life, right? They say in New York or something, they say when you're crazy, that's 7:30, right? Or something like that. You off the 7. You know what I mean? In the Nation of Gods and Earths, the name of the book that they read out of is called the Seven Circle Quran. The Seven Circle Quran. So they keep on showing you, God created the earth in what? 7 days.
Hey, this book right here breaks it down perfectly on the 7 being like the God. Let me go to a page for y'all, man.
Yeah, go to a page.
Speaking on the number 7. See, it shows you here. It says 7 represents the body of Christ. You see,
you got to read that. I can't see because of the pink light. You got the pink light, man. You got the pink, the
okay.
Purple. Not the pink light, but it's the purple light. You got the purple light.
Okay, so say I represent the body of Christ, right? You see the cross? There's 4 sevens. There's 4 sevens in the cross.
Yep, that's 4 sevens.
Yep. And then if you look at the Jewish triangle, hold up, the Jewish triangle, it has 7 angles. You know what I'm saying? 4 sevens. If you look how that triangle is made, all right. Hold on, which page is it? See how that triangle is made? See that?
Yeah.
You see that?
Yep.
So there's 4 sevens. So it also breaks down the square, how the square is 4 sevens.
And that represents the 7 chakra, people. All right.
And then I don't know if you knew about it in the movie Bruce Almighty, when he went to the room, God's room.
Room 7.
It went to 777. He said when you see 4 sevens aligned, that's God's number. You know what I'm saying? When you see the 4 sevens aligned. You know what I'm saying? Hey, this is a real good book. Anybody, I'm doing my review for it tonight as well. So
7 represents the 7th life path. If you want to do the numerology on 7, right? We can go do the numerology on 7. And it says that hold on, where it says 7 as a 7 seeks answers. That's why it says seeking ye shall find, knocking the door shall be open, asking it shall be given unto you, because you're following the 7, right? It says 7 tries to establish a philosophy by which to live and attempts to penetrate the mystery behind its existence, which has never questioned to this point. All right. So 7 is questioning. 7 is questioning existence. Is this real? Is this not real? Is it a hoax? Is it not a hoax? So we're all stepping into our 7th state of consciousness, our what they call God consciousness, right? It says, because solitude is necessary for analysis, the 7 feels the need to spend time alone, away from the crowds, in touch with nature. It looks for friendship with those on an elevated consciousness that can match its own or greater. And on the 7th day, God rested. All things rest under the 7 because time is needed which to think. The ions under 7 feel poised and calm. They realize that they now need to be still and to know. They have established a routine for their energy, and now analysis begins. 7 ushers into the cycle a physical completion without apparent effort. Goals that have been long sought are now magically attained. Spare time is available in which philosophical and metaphysical interests can be pursued. Perfected thinking is the goal of 7, which is why it is called the sacred number. It is also why scientists, philosophers, teachers, mystics, and the clergy come under this influence. The physical facet of 7 also relates to the health of the body, which is highly sensitized through this 7 vibration. The key words to 7 are quiet, introspective, intuitive, analytical, inspirational, reclusive, philosophical, and mystical. Yeah,
I rock with that. With that, man.
That's that numerology and the divine triangle, y'all. Yeah, that's that work. It's that work.
Man, you gotta start recommending some books, man, for the episode. Man. That's a book for the episode.
That's a book for the episode, man. Another book for the episode. Y'all go get it. Y'all go get it right now. Another book y'all want for the episode. The Three Magical Books of Solomon, the Testament of Solomon, and his Greater and Lesser Keys, in all in one volume. By who? See, y'all scared to read these. Y'all scared to read what them crackers done did with your black knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, y'all scared to read what them
Alistair
crackers.
Crowley.
Y'all look, y'all scared to read what they done did with the black people stuff. All right, and this is why this is why all of the talismans shows you about all. Listen, it tells you about the 72 chiefs, the 72 chief, the 72 chief demons that Solomon were in control of, because a lot of people forget that the man of God that wrote Proverbs, aka Solomon, soul of man, or soul, oh man, okay, is the Lord is littered with that he had power over demons, or aka what one might call the jinn. And literally, this man of God was able to command the jinn to build God's kingdom. Okay,
What?
so this man of God, Solomon, used demons to build God's kingdom. And it's very detailed in the Quran. They also mention it in all of the Kabbalistic writings, okay? And they show you how Solomon. So this whole book, this magical book of Solomon, is telling you how to build talismans, to gain power and control and wield the power over demons. A lot of people use the talismans of Solomon in exorcisms to aggravate demons or put them under control. A lot of people use the talismans of Solomon to achieve wealth, fame on their own, forging their own path without having to sell their soul to the Illuminati, all that bull crap. Because you can practice magic and don't have to go sell your soul to that shit, and you're gonna come out with an even greater results because you're selling your soul to yourself. You're saying, hey, it's gonna win or it's gonna fail on me. You feel me? And when you do that, the universe says, okay, let's put him him or her through the test, and let's see what they're worth. Let's see what they're really made of. You know what I mean? And you start going through these spiritual test of your character to see how strong you are. That because magic is a very, very emotionally controlled practice, like martial arts. Takes meditation and breathing and things of that nature that wield the powers of it, because it's actual real power. All right. And they told you that knowledge is power, but they didn't tell you is that knowledge applied is superpower. Okay. So in order to be a superhuman in a superhuman's body, you're going to have to learn how to become a metahuman. All right. You're going to have to learn how to become a mutant. Like on X-Men, you're going to have to learn how to become a god man or a god woman, a goddess or a god, because we think that we were put here to be human. No, you start off as human, but your purpose spiritually is to evolve into the consciousness of the creator, which is called God consciousness or Christ consciousness. Okay. And through that journey into Christ consciousness, you're going to have to pass up a consciousness that's called devil consciousness, because devil is a part of the whole of God's creation. The devil was created by God to test you and challenge you, man. Think about this. God is all knowing. God is encompassing and knows all. So you didn't think God didn't know the devil was going to do what he did before he did it? No, God knew that, but God knew also that this is what's going to keep the game growing instead of staying stagnant. Remember, the game of basketball has evolved. They're not wearing tight shorts anymore up their booty with only one black person on the court. As a matter of fact, it's opposite. It's more black people on the court than white people. But when the basketball game started off, it was all white people on the court, and then with probably was one black person, right? So look how the game evolves, and it shows you in nature. The Bible shows you, and everything shows you that we must grow beyond what we know. We must continue to seek, continue to find, continue to knock on doors, get those answers, get solutions to our problems instead of sitting around complaining and talking about our problems. But there are plenty of excerpts in the Bible that shows you that the Bible is an allegorical book. Does anybody know what the word allegory means? Chat, and people in the chat.
I was about to ask you what the hell allegory means.
People in the chat. People in the chat. If you don't know what an allegory is, the word allegory is allegory. Allegory. And this is why the Bible tells you. This is why the Bible tells you in 2 Timothy 2:15, study to show thyself approved. Why? Because when you study, you're going to have to read words. And last time I checked, Bill Gates' program is called Microsoft Word. And the Bible says in the beginning there was the Word, and the Word was God, and the Word was with God. So the more words you know, the more access to God's power that you have, because now you have more access to the imagination. A person that knows what the word imagination means and a person that don't knows what the word imagination means, guess what? Who's winning?
The person who knows what imagination means.
Right, because the Bible says you are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Mm-hmm. So an allegory is a story, a poem, a picture that can be interpreted to reveal hidden meanings, typically moral or political ones. Typically moral or political ones. Y'all got that, right? Amen. Now we're about to go into the actual Bible. Galatians. Ready? Galatians 4:22 through 24. And it says, y'all ready? Mr. Jacob, here we go.
What's the deal?
It says, for it is written that Abraham had two sons, the one by a bondmaid, the other by a free woman. But he who was of the bondmaid was born after the flesh, and he of the free woman was by promise, which things are an allegory. For these are the two covenants. The one from Mount Sinai, which gendereth to bondage, which is Agar. So they just told you that the story of Abraham is an allegory. What is an allegory, people? We just went to an allegory. We can go back. Allegory. The story of Abraham is a story or a poem or a picture that is made to interpret and reveal a hidden meaning, typically a moral meaning or a political meaning. So we know that Abraham is a made-up story to tell a deeper hidden meaning, and the Bible expresses itself. Well, some people say, well, the meaning means the two covenants. That still means real. Well, no, remember, that means the covenants are real, but that don't mean the actual story itself is real. The story itself is a made-up story to tell you about two covenants. But you keep thinking Abraham and them real. The whole Bible rests on Abraham. Now, ready? That's the Bible that says, remember, that's the Bible that says it's an allegorical book. Wait a minute. The Quran, remember, the Bible means Helios Biblos, sun book, a book about the sun. The Quran is the moon book. They go by the moon, right? Well, check this out. The Quran says Quran and allegory. Hold up. You ready? Here we go. Boom. In the Quran, Surah 3:7. Hold on, we're about to go to it right now. Hold up. And according to Surah 3:7, right, there are two ways that the Quran speaks: straightforward and allegorical. Okay? Allegorical, hidden meanings, stories to tell hidden meanings. Y'all gotta understand the story, even when you go to Freemasonry, the story of Hiram Abiff, that's an allegorical story. There's no such thing as Hiram Abiff. That's an allegorical story telling a story of a hidden esoteric meaning. That's what the occult means. Occult means hidden. So the Bible tells you that Abraham, the Bible itself admits that it's an occult. The Bible admits that it's an occult through the word allegory. The word allegory means hidden meaning. The phrase hidden meaning means occult. So
that's what occult means?
Occult? Yes, occult. You ready? We're gonna go to occult. Occult. definition, man. I know words, bro. Ready? Here we go. Occult definition. Boom. Here we go. Now tell me this ain't Christianity. You ready? Occult. Supernatural, mystical, or magical beliefs, practices, or phenomena. You ready? Of, involving, or relating to the supernatural, or mystical, or magical. Medicine. That's of a disease process, all right? And as a verb, cut off from view by interposing something. A wooden screen designed to occult the competitors. Now check this out. Here we go. We break down the word. The Latin word, it comes from, it's a triple Latin word, right? The first Latin word that it comes from is called celare, meaning to hide. Hidden means hide. You can't have the word hidden. Hidden is a what they call it, the proverb, the adverb way of saying hide. Okay, so the oculaire means to conceal, which is hide again, and oculatere is what? Secret. And then occult means covered, to hide. Okay, so to cover over, to hide. So occult means hidden knowledge. Occult means hidden, hide, to obscure from your view. So if the Bible, if it's an allegory, is a story to tell you something about something that is hidden from your view, then they just made it their occultism in the Bible. But nobody wants to admit that all of your big preachers are occultists. TD Jakes, all of your big preachers. Name one big preacher on your television screen that is not a Satanist.
Hey man, I watched a documentary earlier, man. This dude named I think his name Kenneth something.
Kenneth Copeland.
That man is evil. I can look at his face and tell he's evil.
Kenneth Copeland, Benny Hinn. Remember Benny Hinn, where he touched everybody and
he touched somebody and a little boy died 7 weeks later.
Yep.
I watched the whole documentary on this earlier today. I need to react to it, man. It was a really good video. Them guys make a lot of money.
What you talking about? They fly $100 million jets off of your hard-earned, bust your bag dollars.
That's what showed me, man. Once you get a following, man, and you get into where no homo or nothing, but when you get people where they dick riders, there's nothing you can do. There's nothing we can do to stop.
Yes, there is something you can do.
What can we do to stop 10 million people from believing in Kenneth Copeland?
No, remember, that's on Kenneth Copeland. You can't do nothing to stop 10 million people from believing in Kenneth Copeland. We're not talking about it's on us. We're talking about it's on Kenneth Copeland. Remember, those 10 million people that believe in what Kenneth Copeland say, Kenneth Copeland got an answer for that. Kenneth Copeland just don't get no free slide with that. That's gonna come into he got to go into the afterlife. When you go into the afterlife, that's gonna be, and he gonna get answer for it in this life. Don't think they live those extravagant money lives, but they don't have negative shortcomings in their emotional, mental, and physical lives, bro. You feel me? They go through shit like a motherfucker for those sacrifices that they be doing, or misleading the people and things of that nature. But make no mistake, all of your big wig preachers are Freemasonry, occult practitioners, and they practice magic. And the one thing that they do, and the one guys that Satanists like to hide under, is Christianity. They know. Remember, they say the devil know the Bible the best. So guess what? All Satanists are very well versed in the Bible. They know how to get in the pulpit and preach the Bible. They know how to do all that shit, but they don't follow the word. They just give you the word, but they don't follow it. Why? Because you can see you can see the end, the beginning and the end. They start off at a height, and they get to that little height, and they fall down. Why? Because that's not a God-led movement. Just like when Crumb was exposing all of the gospel, man. Listen, Crumb was exposing. I
watched that whole episode from start to finish, man.
Bro, and you see how they was in church with God first, and then after they said, okay, they won't cross over and say, fuck church, fuck this good, they ass got killed bad. they had got murdered bad. You feel me? Church is the funnel for Satanism. All of the Satanists love your big top Satanists are Christians. The big top Satanists in the world are Christians.
Why is that?
This is why you're seeing Kanye West and Marilyn Manson together. Marilyn Manson is the top Satanist. Kanye West is supposed to represent the top Christians in Jesus. How come the top Christian and the top Satanist at a Sunday service? But they recorded it on Saturday, which is Saturn's Day. So was it a Sunday service? No, they aired it on Sunday, but they recorded that bitch on Saturday.
Right.
Yeah. He's done miracles on me.
Bitch talking about the devil, man. Hey, but speaking on that 7 shit, you ever watch the TV shows called The Boys?
Yeah.
On Amazon Prime? You know that the main crew is called the 7.
Yeah, the 7. Yes, they call the 7, represent the 7 chakras. The other one too, what's that other one on? I think it's on Netflix. The Umbrella Academy.
Oh yeah.
The Umbrella Academy is 7. It's those 7 mutants. They all got 7 powers, different powers.
And what's up with these comic books, man, and TV shows with all this hidden knowledge, man? It's like I don't think it's there for by accident.
No, yeah, we were just talking about how. Listen, the trillionaire's not about to pay the billionaire, and the billionaire's not about to pay the millionaires all this money to entertain your black ass. You ain't nobody. No, they trying to tell you something. Remember, the devil got to tell you who he is, but he ain't got to tell you straightforward. Remember, the devil can tell you indirectly.
Yeah, he's a dirty dude, man.
God comes straight and forward and direct. That's how you know it's a godly frequency. A motherfucker that ain't scared to hold their tongue. Not hold their tongue, sorry. A motherfucker who is not scared to tell truth to power. A person who is not afraid to admit the truth about themselves and take responsibility and accountability for it. A person who sticks to their word, and their word is their bond. These are all godly traits. People who lie and their word are not their bond, these are devilish traits. These are traits of the devil. So when you see most of these people in this industry, you're going to see them say all praises be to God, but you're going to see them live all praises be to the devil.
You see that video Christian Bale came up on the Emmy Awards. He said, "Hail Satan." Thank you, Satan. Yeah, he said it live. He said, "Thank you, Satan." Who else was there? It was somebody else came out. What's that fat woman name who played on the TV? Roseanne. Roseanne came out and said she sold her soul when she was a kid. She came out on TV and said that.
Girl said she sold her soul to Lady Gaga.
Oh, we all know she did. I can look at that bitch and tell. But
she said she sold her soul. What's the other girl, man? The other girl that said she went to the party and they wanted to prick her finger with blood.
Oh yeah, Whoa Vicky.
Whoa Vicky.
She's so slow, man. I can't stand the type of people, man.
Hey, but, that's the ones they want. They want the dummies. That's the ones who gonna fall for the rituals and eating shit and drinking piss and all that shit. That's the ones who fall for that shit.
Hey, speaking on what you talked about earlier, as far as that gospel singers, you notice when those guys are getting signed, they were older. They like in their 30s, late 20s. You notice in today's time, they don't sign nobody that old. Once you pass 25, they don't want you.
Yeah, because they want you young, dumb, full of cum. And they're gonna hit you with all kind of drugs. They're gonna hit you with all kind of females. And them old heads gonna play all kind of fucking games on you. And by the time you do wake up to it, you're gonna be so much shit that you're gonna have to sell your soul as a bargaining chip just to survive in the shit, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, God knew I had to wait till I was older to start this right here because I always wanted to do something like this, but I knew at a younger age I wouldn't have handled it correctly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I wanted to do the right things. You know what I'm saying? Far as
me too.
Being focused and having, the mindset to even do anything like this. I'd have been real childish and crazy. God knows that. He knew when to bring it to me. You know what I'm saying?
For real, because that's I say the same thing. Like the things that I got right now is because I'm finally ready for them. Like the reason I didn't have them before was because I wasn't ready for them.
Right.
But you know what I mean? And they tell you that. They tell you God is not going to give you more than you can bear.
Mm-hmm.
God is not going to let you crash and burn, people. He's not gonna let you crash and burn. He might let you slip and fall and see what it's like to get back up on your own with a little help, but he's not gonna set you up to fail. And when I say I'm talking about that spiritual consciousness, whatever you like to call it, because I know they got different religions watching this and stuff like that. Whatever you like to call it, he, she, whatever. When you are following the right way, no matter what walk of life you come from, I've met successful people in both sides of the field. I've met successful Satanists. I've met successful, when one might call it successful, meaning physically successful. But are they truly successful because they got a house, a mansion, a car, some money? Are we determining that's what success? Or are we determining as health as our wealth? What is the most healthiest? Because if we're determining who got the money, whoever has the money makes the rules, then guess what? We lose that battle. We lose that battle because we ain't the ones with the money. Okay, so we can't make life about money because we lose as humanity. We got to make life about something deeper than money, simply because if we don't, we lose. You feel me? We lose. So, you know.
Hey, I had a crazy topic, man. It just came back to my mind. You know, the internet is witchcraft. I'm gonna break it down to you. So
everything is witchcraft. But go
ahead. When I was taking information technology, I was real heavy on being with the computers and working with it, but I just couldn't get into it. And then when I started doing the job, you were around a bunch of white boys. But when you first start learning about it, I was like 24 at the time, so I was still learning about this whole Illuminati shit. Yo, the very first internet was made where they connected a bunch of computers. They connected in the shape of a pentagram. So you had a triangle going this way with a computer right here, basically like your server, and they had two wires going into another servers, and then had two of them coming down, so it made a pentagram. You also have something else called a demon.
A demon. Look, right here. Look, a demon is right here. It says it right here. In computer, a demon. Yep, here go right here, y'all. A background process that handles requests for services such as print, spooling, file transfers, and is dormant when not required. It is often used in operating systems like iOS and all of that.
How they spell it? Is it D-A-E-M-O-N?
D-A-E-M-O-N. Computing. It literally says computing. Like, put it on full screen. Watch.
Hold up.
Damon. It says it right there. Damon. Computing.
Yeah, the entire time I was learning that stuff, I knew
the whole internet.
I'm like, shoot, man. I said, damn, as they put it in everything, how the internet is created. Damn near made off the same templates. Witchcraft.
No, if you go look at that TV show, Good Omen, they showed you how the demons were able to travel through the phones and through the Wi-Fi. The demons were able to travel through the Wi-Fi and through the bits and circuits of the phones and go from phone to phone and jump out and and do all kind of traveling through the phones. They showed you on that TV show back in the day on PBS, Ghost Rider, where the ghost hop into the modem and does like it was a good ghost, so it did like superhero type shit, but it hops into the modem and talks to the children and stuff like that. When you look at the creators of your internet world right now, Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, Sergey Brin, all the people who run your social media apps, and especially Bill Gates with the monopoly on your format system. You talk about your operating system, your format is all Windows. All our format is Windows. No matter what operating system you're on, that Windows technology you can't beat. You ain't getting around that in the cyber world of today, right? And when you look at it, internet, to enter into a net, it's called the trap. Remember that. Now, in the trap, they got two things that happen in the trap. Motherfuckers that get money, right? And motherfuckers that get arrested, dead, or in jail, right? The two ways in the trap. Oh, they got that third way. Niggas that got that money and get out the trap. You feel me? But understand that, no, this shit has been... The majority of people's names, if you look at the root of majority of people's names, especially English names, and you could go to the dictionary of demons, you'll see that the majority of human beings' names in the English language are related to some type of demonic background.
Give me an example.
Like Damon. Duane. No, real shit. Duane, you ready? All you gotta do, in there's a demon called Doane. All I gotta do is change out my U with my O, and I got the demon Doane.
You know my name when you look at the definition, it stands for little dark person.
Yeah.
DUANE stands for means little dark person.
Yeah. My name is Rance, like France would take the F off of it. My name means red dragon, right? Dunbar, my last name Dunbar, it means shield, right? So, everybody has, and you look at all of these different gods in your name. Look at y'all, analyze your name, first, middle, and last name, and you'll see, God damn, wait a minute, I do got a god or a demon in my name. All you gotta do is just look and do the research, and you'll see that the majority of the splicing of the English language has been put together demonically. But I keep telling people, all angels ain't good and all demons ain't bad. The demonic world is the physical world. Remember that. That's why I said, be ye in the world, but not of the world, because the world belongs to Satan. The world belongs to demons. The physical world, your books you got, the water you drink, the clothes you go to, the church, do you know that the church that you go to is demonic? Why? Because it's a physical church. Your body, your physical body is demonic. The keyword D, meaning to what? Bring down or lower the frequency. Okay? Man, aka man. Whose world it is? They say it's a man's world, and they say, put not thy faith in man. But it's a man's world. Why? Because we know that man is the representation of the physical world. So this is why we always got to go build skyscrapers and build cars, planes, trains, and we got to do all these physical things to prove that we are men. While women are valued for the invisible things, the non-physical things that they can bring to the table, as well as physical things. But when you look at it, the whole world is demonic because the whole world is physical, and we know that the angelic world is the invisible world. So we have the angelic world, the invisible world, and then we have what is called the metaphysical world, and then you have the demonic world, what is called the physical world. And this is what they mean by the angel and the devil on one shoulder, and this is also what they mean by the black and white checkerboard in duality of Freemasonry. That the black represents the metaphysical, the world of blackness and darkness, where all light comes from, and the white square represents the world of the physical. They're both 360 degrees of knowledge. 300 plus 60 plus 360 times 2 is 720. 7 plus 2 is 9. So, perfect 9 ether. So they show, and remember, 9 upside down is 6. So all you gotta do is above, so below. So 9 represents what? The spirit angelic world, the highest level of the food chain. And then you turn it upside down below, and it turns into a 6. Beast, the number of man.
Oh, B is a number 6. Hey, we got a young lady right here. She wants you to bring out her name real quick, see what you can see in that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, somebody noticed my haircut. Thank God. I had to get lined up. She been in the chat being real.
I had to get my dictionary of demons, but the Kania, if I go get my dictionary, if I get my dictionary of demons right now, all I gotta do is remove the Y. Remove the Y, and I got a demon, and there's a dictionary. There's a demon in my dictionary for Kania. So Lachey, there's a demon named Lorray. All I gotta do is change. All I do is change the S into an R, and I got Lorray. I don't know about Cheeks. Well, I don't know Cheeks. I gotta go look. I gotta go check for Cheeks. But Kania and Lachey are automatically, and remember, the physical human language, the human language and alphabet and all of that, that's physical. Physical is demonic. So you're going to always have a demonic relation. And remember, there are two sides to you. Remember, there are two parts in you. There's the sacred feminine, and there's the divine masculine. The sacred feminine is your demonic side. Your body is literally demonic. Your body is literally the sacred feminine. It houses your divine masculine spirit and soul. The soul penetrates the body and penetrates and leaves out of the body once it's finished using the body. Okay, so the light represents the masculine frequency, the positive. P, positive stands for penetrate, right? P, right? I gotta go P, penetrate, right? Positive, sending forth, sending out electricity. So that's the spirit, that's God, right? God the Father, if you will. And then your body represents the sacred feminine, aka the earth, that which the seed of God is planted into, just like it did with Mary in the Bible, and God planted the seed and Mary got pregnant, right? So it shows you time and time again. And remember, in the Bible, who got demonized? The woman is demonized. Oh, woman, since you made Adam do this, you are demonized, right? Why does the woman get demonized? Because literally the woman is the personification of the demon. We just did a thing on Crumb TV showing the black Lilith, the
Dark
black
Lilith.
devil.
Yeah. I'm watching
Lilith,
that now.
Lilith, the black devil in the archetype, and it shows you all of the sacred feminine, dark demonic. Remember, it's called the dark sacred feminine. It's not called the light sacred feminine. There's dark light, and then there's light. Okay, so they got two types of light. All right, that's what they always show you, and they show you that they say Lilith is the mother of demons. So they let you know, once again, they attributed the demonic world, the physical world of man, they attributed that world to the world of the what? The demon. Why? Because it's a receiver frequency. Take away, and it has what? Remember, the most common blood type is what? O negative or O positive. That represents what? The womb, woman. Once again, all right? So that's why y'all got to get off of these words and how they made you think demon is bad, or how they made you think angel is good, when they're both the two sides of the same coin. You flip the side, one, the tails is demon, the head is angel. Okay? So, and who did he say? Man, you shall be head of the household, right? So they show you, they show you how the light is a penetrative force. When you go out into the sun rays penetrate you. The sun rays are giving to you, not taking away from you. You understand me? While the moon the moon pulls the tide. Remember, they said the moon pulls the tide of the earth, which means it's a feminine frequency because it pulls, it takes away, it receives. So one is a takeaway, one is a giver. This is why men are always tricking, giving, and women always receiving, twerking, right? And remember, twerking goes beyond clubs and shit like that. It's a giver. One is a giver frequency. One is a receiver frequency. When you fuck a girl, you got to give her that dick. See how they go? Right. You got to give it to her. Right. So that means the male carries the giver frequency.
Man, that's a lot of deep info right there, man. I got to finish watching that one about Lilith and about the dark angel and stuff like that. But I'm going to ask you this right here. Do you think people in the world are getting duped into doing witchcraft unknowingly? Now, I'm going to give you where I come up with this idea. You know the story of Hansel and Gretel? What did the witch give them? Cookies, snacks, crackers, all types of stuff. When you look at a witchcraft spell, sometimes it asks for like a chicken egg or the blood of something and something else, right? When you bake a cake, you always got to put an egg and the chemical stuff in it. When you think about a chicken egg, it's something out of a chicken, something living. So I'm thinking like, damn, when you even doing like the basic baking the cake or even cooking with meat,
remember that's called
eating blood. Are you diving into witchcraft unknowingly?
Yes. The fact that you're even mentioning that just made me have to say this. I keep telling people, the whole art of what we call killing animals and cooking them is witchcraft. That is a practice that is not naturally ours, right? We had a higher code of thinking, a higher code of drinking, a higher code of eating, right? Whenever they mention the food of the gods, it's always mentioned as a fruit. In the tree, in the garden, the most popular fruit or the most popular food in the garden was the tree of life and the tree of knowledge of good and evil. So we know that they apply immortal, infinite, eternal principles to fruits and vegetables, right? When you talk about meat and flesh, they say, be ye not of the flesh. The Bible tells you, be ye not of the flesh, be ye in the world, but not of the world. The flesh, that's the world. Hell yeah, you're participating in witchcraft unknowingly. Now, check this out. I always tell people, when you're watching CBS and that circle comes on CBS and that graphic comes on and you're watching and you're glued to the tube, that was you were participating in witchcraft unknowingly. Why? Do you know that your anchor man practices sorcery and the people who own CBS practice sorcery? No, I would never think they would do that, right? But they do. You are participating by giving your attention to what you do not know, right? Or what you know to be witchcraft, but you still give your attention to it. The ones who out here saying, "Hey, y'all, I practice witchcraft, and this is how I practice witchcraft, but this is what I do," you know, watch. Look at the fruit. Look at the fruit of their labor. Remember, you should know a tree by the fruit that they bear. If they're doing some positive things in magic, you're going to see them looking healthy, vibrant, bright. You're going to see them, they're not going to be on no narcissistic trying to get no money out of you. They do a lot of free things. A lot of free things happen from people who practice positive magic. People who practice positive magic are like superheroes. They just want to see the world healed. Superman never asked for no money. Spider-Man never asked for no money. All of the superheroes, they never asked for no money. Y'all never wonder why they never asked for no money? I got this wonderful ass superpower. Why the hell would I need to be begging and tweaking on money for when I could go fly from building to building and go throughout the city?
Or they Batman, they already got money.
Oh yeah, are they Batman or Iron Man? Batman and Iron Man, they already got the billion.
Right? That's my favorite superhero.
So they still
Batman.
ain't worrying about no money.
Yep.
So either the superhero either rich as fuck or they got a power that they don't even need no money. Like, I'm Superman. I could go just take all your billions.
How do you feel about the story of Superman, Goku from Dragon Ball Z, and even the Thundercats? That's out the Chrome TV. Hey, I love Chrome TV channel, man. The Thundercats all had the same story of them leaving their planet, getting exploded, and coming to Earth, and they have these superpowers and stuff.
The Transformers. Like remember Transformers?
Same thing with Transformers. Their planet
Transformers. The other that movie, The Eternals, that just came out. They do that on there. What other superheroes, man? They got a man. Y'all don't ever wonder why all these superheroes always find their ass to Earth, always find their way to Earth. Nobody ever stopped to think and find out why do these motherfucking superheroes always come to Earth. And I was doing some weirdo science breaking down word shit one time, and I noticed how the word Earth is what they call that when you can just take one letter and move it around and it's a whole nother word. I forgot the name of they call that, but
I forgot. I think pseudonym or something like that. I forgot.
Yeah, but if you take the H off of the end of Earth and put it at the beginning, you have the word heart, right? Heart. So we know that Earth is a heart center of either the galaxy or the universe or whatever, because we know. Look how easy it is and what it represents, heart. Now, when you look at, they say home is where the heart is, and they say love is where the heart is, and all of these great things. And they tell you what? God is love. So we know that Earth, aka the heart, is where God lives, right? So when you see all of these superheroes that land on Earth from these other planets, now remember on their prospective planets, they're regular Joe Blow schmoes, like on Venom. Like on the TV,
movie Venom. Venom on nobody on this planet.
Venom was a bitch ass nigga in this planet. That nigga was a hoe. That nigga was a pussy ass nigga. And that nigga ain't the big dog from Venom planet was old boy.
Right.
Venom was scared as shit. You feel me? And so he wasn't shit, but he left after they left that planet and came to Earth. He had a chance to be something like everybody do with them foreigners. When the foreigners come and leave the country and come to America, and they got a chance to be something, right? So it shows you that on their prospective planets, Superman, you wasn't shit. Kal-El, boy, you ain't shit. They got niggas just hitting hard over here on Krypton, nigga. You feel me? Optimus Prime. Now Optimus Prime was a hard hitter on his planet. He was a leader on his fucking planet. See, that's a whole nother gang of shit. But it's wonder why they call it Decepticons versus the Autobots, and the name is Optimus. Mm-hmm. He's an optimist. One is a pessimist, one is an optimist. They show you Optimus represents the angelic frequency, and then Megatron, which is Metatron on Metatron's cube, right? AKA Satan's cube, AKA that cube, Saturn, right? Represents the Decepticons, and they call the Decepticons the deceivers, right? So it keeps showing you that the DE frequency is the demonic, the lower down, the lower self, mm-hmm. the lower chakras, right? And your upper chakras, which is your heart, your throat chakra, your nose, your third eye, and your crown. Guess what? That's called your upper chakras or your angelic chakras or your angelic frequencies. So they keep showing you over and over. And even in G.I. Joe, how many people watch G.I. Joe? And G.I. Joe, they're in what's G.I. Joe's enemy name was on the movie?
Not Cobra.
Yeah, Cobra. Yeah.
It's Cobra. I forgot his name.
Yeah, the Cobra something. Cobra Command. And that's what they wear on their heads in Egypt. The pharaohs wore cobras on their head, and the cobra. And do you know that the cobra is the most? They call it the cobra the most sentient snake, meaning out of all of the snakes, the cobra is the most human-like. Out of all of the snakes, the cobra is the most human-like. It keep on showing, like with the Thundercats, they show you the dude name was Moon Ra.
Mm-hmm.
Ra meaning the sun, and he had the IRI and all of that stuff on his thing, and versus the Thundercats.
Who had technology?
Right. It was so basically technology versus magic. That's the war that's going on right now, y'all. Mm-hmm. And Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg is showing you that it's the magical war is technology versus magic. Okay. They're showing you that the internet is a magic place where magical games are getting played. And you have to be able to know how to play magical games in order to get by in this new cybernetic esoteric war, right? Mm-hmm. And so for those of you who are not delving into the magic of angels, demons, dragons, jinn, gnomes, fairies, different multiple religions, different multiple occults, different multiple knowledges, self-help books, different things to feed your mind. The more you know, the more context you will have. The more context you will have, the more your imagination, the farther your mind can take you. The less you know, the more limits you have, the more boundaries you have. All right. And so this is why they were kicked out of the garden. Think about it. They were kicked out of the garden for knowing too much. They bit the tree of knowledge of good and evil, and they knew too much. And God said, let us kick man out of the garden before he eats the tree of life and becomes like one of us. This is what God said. So why would God kick man out of the garden? For fear that man would become a god. So the serpent wasn't lying. The serpent told Adam and Eve that if you bite the tree, God is lying. God lying. If you bite the tree, you're going to become a god like one of them, like one of us. Right? That's what everybody said. The serpent is supposed to be the devil. So if the serpent's supposed to be the devil, the serpent did not lie, because God reconfirms the devil's word and said, let us kick man out of the garden, for he has eaten the tree of knowledge of good and evil. And so let us remove him from the garden before he eats the tree of life and becomes like one of us. So the devil wasn't lying. If you eat the trees, you eat that life, and you eat that knowledge, you're going to become like God. God got jealous, and you know God said it. God said, I am a jealous God. God got jealous and kicked their ass out the garden. Here we go.
Damn. What you think about this comment right here?
No, the Bible is a spliced, plagiarized book from black people. So the Freemasons have gotten their hands on it and, turned it into whatever they've turned it into with the 66 books and, and the astrological data. But make no mistake, they stole that book. They stole the parts of that book and spliced it together from black people. So it is a book of prophecy. That's why the prophecies are coming true, because it is these are old prophecies spliced together and stolen from black folk.
Hey, you know about the story of Aleister Crowley, right? He summoned a demon called Awiwas, A-I-W-A-S.
Awiwas. Yes.
When you ever seen what he draw that picture, what he looked like? You ever seen what Aleister Crowley drew the picture of what he looked like? You ever see what the man looked like?
Yeah.
It was a black person.
Yeah, it's a black man.
It was a black man.
It was a black alien man.
I remember when I seen him, I'm like, damn, that's a black. He had a wide nose.
The Rothschilds already told you that the aliens are black. So I gotta find that book. I gotta find that video where the Rothschild is being interviewed, and he's been interviewed by the aliens, and he says, "Oh, the aliens are black and they're huge. They're big. They're big and they're black." He's like black people know. He said, no, black like the tar on your road, like black like space black, and they're very, very, very tall. Some ranging from 8 feet all the way to 28 feet.
Damn. Damn. So so it's black people. We the ones who are the ones who travel. It makes a lot of sense because we can survive here on Earth.
Remember, I just showed them the black woman on the moon, the black woman with dreads found on the moon.
Oh, like the symbiote. Think about this. Somebody said black like Venom. Think about the symbiote coming to the planet.
Well, remember, let's go back to X-Men. Rise of the Phoenix with Jean Grey. That black glob that was in space that attacked the space shuttle and turned Jean Grey into the most powerful mutant of all the X-Men.
Damn, so the black glob is in Spider-Man the symbiote, then it's in X-Men.
Remember, go look at the blob. The blob. The Blob was an old movie back in the 50s. They've been telling you that. Listen, back in the 80s, here we go. Sorry, not the 50s. In 1988, The Blob, here we go. The Blob was this black goo in the 80s. Go look at the movie, The Blob. Stephen McQueen starred in the movie. All right? Stephen McQueen starred in the movie, all right? And you go, and The Blob is this black goo, and whatever it touches, it turns it into the black goo. It absorbs it and turns it into this black goo. It's like this black melanin, this black carbon melanin type of goo. And you literally, and it says, and guess where it takes place? In a tiny California town, high school students, Brian, Meg, and Paul, discover a strange gelatinous, like gelatin, right? Gelatinous substance that melts the flesh of any living creature in its path. The deadly substance gets into the town's sewer system where it begins growing uncontrollably, right? Occasionally emerging to feast on unsuspecting townspeople. A military cleanup crew is sent to eliminate the menace, but it may end up doing more harm than good. It did $8.2 million in the box office back in the day, August 5th, 1988, when it came out. And so they showing you all over again that black glob, that black goo, that melanin that's inside of you and I, that's inside of every human being, black, white, Hispanic, or Asian. I was just telling everybody that they are not white people. They are just the lightest version of black people. White people are not white people. They are the lightest version of black people. That's all. Black people come in 46 different shades, hues, and colors. I've met blonde hair, blue eye, black people. Blonde hair, blue eye. I'm talking about blonde hair, blue eye, and they got the black skin like me and you. And they're
we got a cousin who albino, man. He get that work every Thanksgiving, man. we ain't got into Thanksgiving about 4 or 5 years, but when we do get around, all of us is black. His mama black as hell, his daddy black as hell, but he came out albino with blonde hair. We call him a bowl of corn pops. We call him corn on the cob. He got that work everything, man. He got that work. And guess what? He got 3 kids. All 3 of his kids black as a motherfucker. All 3 of his kids.
And that's crazy how a black albino can have. That's how you know it's crazy. It's crazy.
I think he just had his 4th one. His daughter came out albino. I think his 4th one did.
So Caucasians are not albinos. Caucasians suffer have a gene called albinism. It's kind of they're kind of albino, but they're not fully albino. And remember, that come from black folk.
Now, what's up with this RH Rhesus blood? What's that? I need to get my knowledge on that. It's like big monkey blood.
So, believe it or not, that's rare. That's rare in the populations. And those are the believe it or not, those are the hybrid people. Those are the hybrid races. The races that you hear about of old that were mating with the angels and demons and the Nephilim and all of that right there. But that's that caveman. They call it that caveman blood. If you want to, remember nobody always called black people monkeys because they did the RH Rhesus monkey blood test, and guess what? That's not found in black folk. That's found in majority white people. So the RH Rhesus monkey blood gene is a gene found in Caucasians. A rare breed of Caucasian, not every Caucasian, a rare breed of Caucasian, and it is literally the gene and blood of monkeys. Okay, a rhesus monkey to be exact, and if you have rhesus monkey blood, something happens to you as a human. When you get pregnant, your own immune system starts to attack the baby because it sees it as a foreign entity, as a monkey. All right. So the rhesus monkey, that's that Rh negative. If you're Rh positive, that means you have it. If you're Rh negative, that means you don't have it. So yeah, and black people talk about they got the Rh negative. I would say they capping. Prove it.
They got the Rh negative. What that mean?
No, I mean No, I'm talking about got the rhesus monkey blood, the Rh monkey blood gene.
Positive.
If a black person talking about their Rh positive, I would ask for them to prove it first before I believe them.
Okay. Somebody told me to ask you about this right here. Ask them about the Book of Enoch. You know,
the book of Enoch. The book of Enoch is the book of Enoch is the book that they removed out of the Bible because that's the book that proves that all of this alien technology, all of these Anunnaki gods, all of these are real. The giants, man. He explains how big and tall the angels are. He said like they're tall as shit, like the giants, you know, like super giants. The Bible even explains how God only let Moses see his backside while he was walking past a mountain. So that's how big God was. God was so big he was able to walk past a mountain, right? And be bigger than a mountain. So it shows you how big, if you look at how big King Kong and Godzilla is, the book of Enoch describes angels and demons being that big. Things of that nature. It also describes space travel. And how the way, if you look at and you read how he traveled, if you read and see how he traveled through the book, you'll see that he was in a spacecraft. How he described it, the different levels. He described the different levels on the craft. He said it was a chariot. They say it was a chariot, a chariot, but it was a spacecraft. So yeah, the Book of Enoch. Oh, and the movie, the Book of Enoch. If you look at the movie, the Book of Enoch with Denzel Washington, showing you how they use religion to enslave the minds of the masses because this resonates with our DNA and it keeps us under control. Religion keeps us under control, believe it or not. The fear of going to heaven or hell, the fear of committing the mistake or committing the sin, that keeps us, believe it or not, subconsciously, not on the forefront, but subconsciously, that keep a lot of people from going all the way over the board. If we felt like there wasn't nothing after this, we'll be way more haywire than what we are now.
That's why in the movie The Book of Eli, Buddy wanted that Bible.
Yeah,
I always tell people, if there was like a zombie apocalypse, they're like, Dwayne, what you do? I said, I will start a cult saying I'm the savior, and I'll have 3 people I'll practice miracles on. Because I can't be the big motherfucker. Like, think about it. There's a zombie apocalypse. Niggas 6'9", linebackers, and niggas with the AKs are going to win. But guess what? If I'm the savior and I got a group of people behind me, I can brainwash them to listen to me now. So if a zombie apocalypse comes, just know Dwayne McClain is going to be hoodwinking y'all motherfuckers trying to survive out here. Hey, I'm the savior. You can't kill the savior, guys.
But listen, so people ask me. So that's what you would do if a real zombie apocalypse popped off and this bitch turned into Resident Evil tomorrow. That's what.
Once I secure my family, make sure we good. But once I got a good setting, I will start brainwashing motherfuckers, letting people know I am this savior. You must keep me alive at all costs.
Yeah, you got to barricade your window, barricade your doors, and everything, man. Y'all better have y'all some food on deck. Y'all better have y'all. Cause when the zombie when the zombie apocalypse pop off, nigga ain't even eating a whole meal. Nigga cooking one meal, and all however many people in the family gonna bite off that bitch and survive and fast in this motherfucker.
I forgot who the hell. I had a live one time. I was talking about killing somebody over a can. I said, "Man, I love you guys. But I hate to have to kill you over a can of beans, man." I forgot who I told that to.
That's why I fast, bro. I live a fast life, and when I said, "Damn, bro," I really live a life of fasting. That's what fasting is my thing. And you'll see a lot of the gurus.
What's the longest you ever fasted for?
The longest I ever fasted for was, now remember, this was what I call this the best shape of my life, the best everything in my life ever. And it was almost 11 months. It was 10 months, 10 and a half months of no food at all. Only juice, water, tea, and no smoothies. Juice, water, tea, no food. I did that shit for 10 and a half months. I accomplished so much in those 10 months, and I'm working my way to get back to that so I can start working my way to breatharian. I'm trying to work my way to breatharian, like that guru that you see in India. They put him in a hospital for 15 days with no food, no water, and monitored him, and he was perfectly fine and healthy.
Talking about that old ass dude, he was old as hell.
Yeah, he looked old as hell, and he don't eat no food or he don't drink no water, and he's programmed his body and his mind to not need food or water on some God shit. And they said, what is your substance? He said, there's a nectar that after he became a breatharian, his hair started to secrete a nectar. And that nectar is his nourishment. It nourishes him. It makes him. It said literally makes him feel full, like when he ate something.
Hey, the human body is so amazing, man.
The human body is an alien.
I be thinking that you know how everything is crafted after the human body. The car, the computer, everything is crafted after. The machines they building is gonna be crafted after the human body. I'm like, damn. We're the ultimate machine. We're the ultimate machine. Yeah, I was like, what if somebody created the ultimate machine and now we trying to copy what the hell our creators did by making these robots be like us, and then we're gonna end up making an AI Android robot that can produce and do all this other shit, and eventually make a whole new race of robotic people. What if we just
I digress, because I feel like that human beings are the robot people.
I feel the same way. We can program our bodies to do so much shit.
Bro, human beings are the robots. We are the artificial intelligence, bro. Our body is a machine. Our brain is a computer. It holds 10 petabytes of data. Our body is a machine like a car. It burns 2,000 calories per day. That's your gasoline. Remember, our gasoline is called calories. Mm-hmm. And we naturally, just for our heart to beat all day, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, we never close. It takes for everything to circulate, for us to stay alive for 24 hours. That's without eating, meaning without eating, without drinking, without fucking, just sitting here, living and breathing, takes 2,000 to 2,200 calories per day of gas.
Damn.
Okay, so that's but a lot of the fast food carries, like you eat one and a half fast food meals, and that's you know what I mean.
One fast food meal is
gonna kill
2,000 calories.
2,000 calories, right? And so, and it's horrible calories. It's not proper gas. It's like the shitty gas. It's like the fucking nigga in the hood siping gas off somebody else's bum ass car and getting like it. You know what I mean? So
go ahead. We had an interesting question pop in. Somebody said, "Shaka, what's your opinion on voodoo?"
What's my opinion on voodoo? My opinion on voodoo is that you better be a strong, powerful, positive motherfucker if you're gonna practice it, because it could get real negative in voodoo. Like I told you before, I practice a different form of magic called light code activation. With light code activation, I can get that voodoo book, and I can read that voodoo book, instill and install that author's vibration and that author's way of thinking through their sigils and whatever like that, and just activate that through my chakras. And it is literally just like on the Matrix, as if the universe downloaded those actual things into me, and I no longer have to go and commit the ritual, because I already did the ritual in my spirit. I did the ritual in my mind. I don't got to go physically do the ritual, because now I've light coded activated the ritual, meaning I extracted all of the magic out of the book without having to go do all of the heavy lifting that the book tells you to do. I got tons of magic books that tells you to do tons of shit, and I've activated all of the power in the motherfuckers, and never had to follow the author's way of thinking, never had to follow the author's rituals, none of that shit. I don't follow none of them. Every single magical book I got, there is not one magical book I got where any of the authors of that magical book, I follow their magical way of life. I don't believe in that. I believe and I teach. I have a school, and it's called High Sorcery. And the Bible says that the kingdom of heaven is within. And if we master the inside of our body, we just master heaven. And if we master heaven, we definitely can get control of this hell we call earth. That's nothing. Okay, so I'm a big fan that every single demon I've ever seen, and I've seen tons, and every single demon I've ever seen manifested in a human's body. Every single angel I ever met came in the form of a human being. Every single celestial I've ever met came in the form of a different color human being. Black, white, Hispanic, Asian, all different shapes, sizes, and colors too. Let me tell you that They come in all different shapes, sizes, and colors. So you may be entertaining an angel unaware. You may be entertaining a demon unaware because they're invisible frequencies that can access your computer. If your computer has the proper firewalls and you got that McAfee virus protection, they can't just hack your computer like that because you got you a proper computer system, a security system on your body. And what's a proper security system? Thinking positive, drinking positive, eating positive, talking positive, listening to positive frequencies, reading positive self-help books, building things for your life that is going to last you into the long run and not thinking just short term. Breathing exercises, exercising. They got trillions of positive things that you could be doing right now that feeds your spirit. But guess what? You sitting up there worrying about what the next motherfucker doing. You sitting up there worrying about what Sister Alligator and Brother Crocodile and Joe Blow and Plain Jane them talk about when you could be living an extraordinary life. All you got to do is just buckle down the hatch and stay humble and keep going. It all come together like butt cheeks. You just got to keep on twerking, but y'all worrying about what the next motherfucker doing.
Somebody asked another question, man. And when I meet Christians who are not flat earthers, it shows me that they don't read their shit or they don't give a damn because in your very first book it states the firmament. It states the flat earth theory. So when I meet anybody who's speaking in this religion type of world and they saying, oh, the earth is round off of science, and these guys, I got a skit I'm recording, man, where I show how the dudes come up with the length of the sun. He'd be like, hey, man, how far you think it is, man? He'd be like, a billion miles? No, man, it's like 93 million miles. Okay, we'll go with 93 million. They just gave an educated guess. So when I see somebody who's saying that, hey, I'm a Christian, they don't believe in the flat earth theory, it states in your Bible multiple times about the firmament. What do you think about flat earth and its firmament?
Yes, I definitely believe if I was to go to my map right now, right? I was to go to let me GPS some shit, fuck this, or go to maps, right? Go to maps, Google Maps, images, right? Let me go to my images. All right. That looks flat to me. That looks flat to me. If I go, ready for this? Wait a minute. No, even the cosmos. We're gonna go constellation Capricorn. Since my man's right here is a Capricorn, we're gonna go to constellation Capricorn. You feel me? Constellation Capricorn, and we're gonna show you what constellation Capricorn look like. Wait a minute. All right, constellation Capricorn looks flat to me. I can give you a deeper way. I'm gonna give you a deeper one. Wait a minute. We're gonna go to the star chart, and I'm gonna look at the star chart, and I'm gonna go find constellation Capricornus. Okay. Here we go. The constellation Capricorn is about to press it. Look about. Boop. It sure looks flat to me. It's flat. If I go right here, this shit is easy, bro. What are you talking about? We know this shit is a board game.
Hey, can you pull up that scripture in the Bible where it says he built the firmament?
Where there's a round board. Whether it's a round board or whether it's a square board, it's a board. We know this motherfucker. Wait a minute, we about to go to Wiki real quick. Constellation.
I got you real quick. Let's talk. I can answer your question real quick. The purpose of telling this round.
All right, constellation Capricorn. Oh, we're just gonna go to constellation Vela. Look, constellation Vela image. All right, so I want to go to all. I ain't gonna put images. I'm just gonna put constellation Vela, and boom. If I press on the Wikipedia, they're about to show me. They're gonna show me the constellation Vela. Boom. Hold up. Sorry. Boom. Right here. All right. Boom. That's the. If I press on it, now we about to look at. Don't it look? That sure look flat to me. And that's the cosmos. That's the cosmos. If I go to the next thing, hold on. That's constellation Vela. If I go to constellation Aries or some shit, let's go to Aries, constellation Aries. Boom. If I click on it, Wikipedia, bop, Constellation Aries, that bitch look like a map. That bitch look like a map, like I just showed you with America. It has a territory carved out. It has a square. It has square territory carved out. You can even see the square pegs. Look at this is a square. That's a square. That's a square. Just like on a motherfucking chessboard. Life is a chess move. Better make your next move your best move, my nigga. This shit ain't nothing but a game. Y'all gotta wake the fuck up. Now remember. This motherfucker is flat and round, because if it's flat and it has a dome over us, then that's where the round theory comes from. But it also shows you that simultaneously this motherfucker flat and this motherfucker round. Why? Because if I was to go underwater right now and blow a bubble, my bubble not gonna come out flat. My head is round. Your head is round. My eyes are round. Your eyes are round. Our blood circulates through our body. Even our fingers are circles, spirals. They said the Kundalini energy spirals up your spinal cord. Your hair grows out in spiral. Hurricane looks like a spiral. Remember, look, ready for this? The Milky Way itself looks like a flat spiral. Look, the Milky Way itself looks like a flat spiral with little bitty bubbles in it. We are the little bitty bubbles in the flat surface of the water. Look, even the surface of the water is flat, right? The surface of the water is flat. But when you go into that motherfucker and dive deep into that motherfucker, things tend to get a little round. And this is why Freemasonry has the compass, which is the circle, and the square. They don't just have, if you just stuck on the earth that's flat and square, then you just stuck on a square. You got to understand that the reason why your basketball is round, because part of this motherfucker is round too. You can't have all of these round objects and the part of this motherfucker not be round in some kind of way, even if this bitch was shaped like a record player. Like a record board, like a record playing, right? That record is round. Our cells are round, right? Bubbles. If you look at how did they pick atoms, cells, molecules, even if you go and get a telescope and look at the moon, round. Mm-hmm. If you go look at the sun, it's round, right? So even if it's not 93 million miles away, I look in the sky, that motherfucker is round. So we know that part of this motherfucker flat and part of this motherfucker round.
I think the disc we on is flat, but I think the firmament go all the way around that bitch.
And the firmament,
I think the firmament is just like not a globe. And I think if you flip that bitch upside down, there's another world right up under us, bro. For real, I do believe that.
I believe that.
That's why some people say we go inside of it.
That's why they had that thing with them things. You know those things with the water in it, and you shake it in the snowfall. What is that?
Snow globe.
Yeah, the snow globes. That's what they were showing you in the snow globe.
But you know they got a story called Inner Earth. You remember the movie King Kong, right?
Right.
When they go to find him, there's a whole sunlight solar system inside that bitch.
And he dropped.
So
and he flip
when you go in,
yep, and the gravity flip you. Yep.
So I believe that we are in a round thing, but it's a flat disc in the middle of that bitch. But if you rip that bitch upside down, there's another world right up under your ass.
Look, like a marble. You ready? Look at a marble. A marble is round with flat disc inside of it. All right, marble.
Damn, and then we used to play marbles as kids. They be showing shit as kids. They show us shit as kids, and there be so much knowledge in that shit. We don't even know what the hell we looking at.
Look at the images of a marble, right? We're gonna just go to my first. Let's go to the first image. All right, boom. If you look at the images right here, right? They're round, but they have these flat 2D images inside of them, like eggs. That's why they ask you first, what came first, the chicken or the egg? They showing you the universe is a bunch of little bitty eggs, like fish eggs, right? Like fish eggs. That's the multiverse. Each marble represents a universe or a galaxy. Let's say each marble represents a galaxy. A cluster of marbles represents, a universe or whatever or whatnot. So when you look and you see all of the round circular bubble things in our environment, that shows us, okay, wait a minute. Look at these round ass clouds. All right, look at these round ass tires on the fucking wheel, go on the bus, go around and round. We know this motherfucker round so well. A nigga go around the corner. Remember, and they got Matt, and Matt teaches us something called circumference, diameter. All right, so the circumference and the diameter shows us that this motherfucker is flat and round. As above, so below. As within, so without. It's duality. It's both. It's both flat and round.
We'll see no matter what time it was. And see, the only people understand about the sun, the further it go away, of course you're not gonna see that bitch if it's further out your view. You know what I'm saying? People saying that
people saying how the sun, well, how is the sun, how is it? Well, remember, they showed you in the movie King Kong versus Godzilla, right? They showed you in the movie how King Kong was in this dome in Hunger Games, right? They showed you how the Hunger Games, they were in this dome and it mimicked the real environment, but it wasn't. It was a dome that holographically mimicked the real environment. Now, y'all keep on giving God these superpowers. Y'all can't give God these superpowers, and then when it's time to think with our imagination and exercise God's superpowers, we say it's impossible. How y'all gonna say God is omnipresent, omnipotent, omniscient, all-knowing, all-powerful, almighty, and you trying to tell me God can't do both, had the motherfucker flat and round and had this bitch like a snow globe and all the things that we're saying? But if I read the Bible, you believe in a talking donkey. If I read right now, if I read the Bible, you believe, if all Christians believe in talking donkeys. All Christians believe in talking donkeys. There are talking donkeys in the Bible. That means you believe in some shit that don't exist no more. If it did exist, it don't exist no more. Or you believe in some esoteric or invisible principle. Because donkeys don't move their mouth and say, "What up, Dwayne?" Except for Mr. Ed. Except for Mr. Ed on a TV show, Mr. Ed. Remember Mr. Ed, the horse that talk. All right. So if we are in a position and we are in a state of being where we are to be delving into knowledge, wisdom, understanding, study to showing ourselves approved, seeking ye first the kingdom of heaven. Where is the kingdom of heaven? Inside of me. Where is your chakras? Inside of you. So guess what? Your chakras in the kingdom, your chakras are inside of the kingdom of heaven. What are your chakras? Chak, meaning child, or that which come from Ra. Chakra, child of Ra. What did they call Ra in the Bible? They call it the Most High. When you go outside and what about these? We seeing two sons now. Well, that mean that mean motherfucker must be having children or something, right? Because guess what? If that's a real son that y'all seeing, if that's a second real son that y'all seeing, we should be feeling the vibration of the heat from that motherfucker like we feel from our son. When we wake up and we come outside in summertime, we feel our sun. Niggas said they got two suns in the sky. Okay, that may be. But I beg to differ. Is that two suns in the sky? Or are you witnessing technology that your eyes have never seen before? Because that's the name of the game with the Thundercats. They use technology to battle Moon Ra. And Moon Ra uses magic to battle technology. And his magic is the magicians versus the tech geeks.
Period. That's what I believe that as well, man. So how is it that if God performed all these miracles thousands of years ago, he made donkeys talk, he had made a man split the sea, why did he stop performing these crazy great off-the-chain miracles for us now? Why haven't we had a new Moses or a new Noah as of late? It's been hundreds and thousands of years since, let's just start since 1776 when we first came over here. That's 300, we'll give ourselves 300 something years, 230 something. Why have we seen nothing new since then? And why did God, if he messed with this group of individuals so heavy, why did he stop with them and just left these 7 billion without anything else? Well, all we got is TD Jakes and Kenneth Copeland now.
It's because the Bible tells you that the story of Abraham is an allegory. That means that everything that the whole Bible rests on the story of Abraham, right or wrong. Whole Bible rests on the story of Abraham. So the story of Abraham in Galatians 4:22 through 24, it tells you this in the 24th verse. It tells you which things are an allegory, for these are the two covenants. And it's talking about how Abraham had two sons, one to a bondwoman and one to a free woman. But this was a story of an allegory. allegorical meaning. So the reason why people are receiving what they're receiving or not receiving what they're receiving, because they don't understand that the Bible is an allegorical book. And the book itself tells you that it's an allegorical book if you only read the book from front to back like you're supposed to read. It's called reading the fine print, right? So when you read the fine print, you're going to see, oh, shit, damn. And remember, Galatians is at the end of the book. Galatians is at the end of the Bible. Most people know that you're not about to sit there and read the Bible word for word, page for page, chapter for chapter until you finish. How many people right now watching this right now has read the Bible from front to back, word for word, page for page, at least once, word for word, and I'm talking about page for page, and read it like a real novel, like you was reading a novel, and you read the Bible. Fuck it, I'm about to just read the Bible, and in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth, and yeah, right. Who has done that? Out of 100 people, 98 of them, 99 of them didn't do it. One of them did, 99 of them didn't do it. Or you say out of 1,000 people. 1,000 people, one of them did, one of them didn't. 999 didn't. So when you look at that, it shows you how ignorant of this book that we are, but we're arguing ignorance. Like, you'll see Christians in their feelings, but you ask them to prove it in scripture, and they're going to just go to the shit that means something to their feelings, not something that means something to an actual physical proving or something that can be physically proved. Remember, I can physically prove that the Bible practices witchcraft. You ready? The Bible is witchcraft. How many altars in the Bible?
I don't know.
Hold on. Wow, look at altars in the Bible. Ready? You ready? Altar. You ready? This is what an altar is. Now, y'all call altars, y'all call this witchcraft. Altar is Hebrew. It says mizbeah, a place of slaughter or sacrifice. In the Hebrew Bible, were typically made of earth or unwrought stone. Altars were generally erected in conspicuous places. Genesis 22:9, Ezekiel 6:3, 2 Kings 23:12, 2 Kings 16:4, 2 Kings 23:8, so on and so forth. Speaks about altars built in the name of God. And things were slaughtered and sacrificed on the altar. So literally, altar is witchcraft. Y'all talking about is it a sacrifice? Is it a sacrifice? Okay, last time I checked, don't y'all believe here on Dwayne McClain TV? Don't y'all Dwayne McClain's TVians believe that sacrificing on altars is witchcraft? Don't you guys believe that? Sacrificing on altars is witchcraft. Who believe that's right? Because if you believe that sacrificing on altars is right, and if you believe that sacrificing on altars is not witchcraft, then how can you say that it's not witchcraft, but call these other people who are sacrificing their mamas and their daddies and their people to get into the Illuminati, and y'all call that witchcraft, though? I'm just asking.
I'm with you, man.
I'm just asking the people in the audience like a real question. If getting an altar and sacrificing and slaughtering something on that altar in the name of the Lord God, Jehovah, Yahweh, or Jesus, whatever you want to call it, if you say that is right and you say that is exact, then you believe in witchcraft. If you say that no, that's not right, and no, that's not exact, then you are against Christianity.
And what about the story of when Moses was going against the Pharaoh and God was going to kill the firstborn of every child, and you had to put goat blood on your door to keep people coming in?
Blood.
Hey, did you watch? Now, hold on. Oh, you had to put goat blood on. Now, the show Lovecraft Country, right? That entire show is about witchcraft. They put goat blood X on the door to keep Jim from coming in. So a movie about witchcraft, and there's a story in the Bible where they says, You got to put goat blood on the door to keep so they don't come in and kill your firstborn. That sounds like witchcraft to me. You know, goat blood in general. Anything dealing with that Baphomet goat already automatically make me look at it with a like, you know, well, what is this I'm reading?
And the Bible, especially the Old Testament, mentions plenty sacrifices of goats. And then the sacrifices get bigger. The sacrifices don't get smaller. Wait a minute, they get bigger. I'm tired of sacrificing goats and shit. I'm about to send my son down and kill his ass. Fuck that shit.
Oh, man.
Think about it. Old Testament, you had to sacrifice you a goat, sacrifice you a lamb, or sacrifice you a ewe or a cow or a doe or a deer without blemish or something like that, right? The next thing you know, the stakes got up. For God so loved the world that he sacrificed his only son. That whosoever believeth in him shall not perish but have eternal life. Now, this is what I'm asking y'all. How y'all gonna believe in John 3:16 but say that's not witchcraft? God sent his only son down to die as a sacrifice for your bullshit, your sins, so that you can have eternal life, an invisible forever life. And forgetting that all souls are already forever. But forget that. Forget that a soul is already forever. And why would somebody have to physically die for you to have a forever, what you already are? But that passes up the logic and say, okay, he died for your sins. That's a sacrifice. God made a sacrifice for you. That's witchcraft.
Yeah, it sounds really off about it. I had a story years ago I was going to create about the devil was a female and she was dating Jesus in heaven, and she heard about the plan of him getting sacrificed. She's like, God, what are you going to do that for? Why are you going to see your son? And God, you know, being God, he's like, I ain't got to answer to you, bitch. Get the hell out of my office. And that's the reason why she went against him, because she was dating Jesus and was like, hey, I don't want you getting sacrificed. But he like, I got to do this for my father. I'm loyal to him. But this is one of my stories. I got a bunch of stories in my head I got to put to paper. But it really was a real interest about how, you know, how she came to earth and was wanting to fuck up what all God had going on. But yeah, man, I think the whole story was crazy. Like, you sent your son down here to die for our sins, and then how is it?
And we still fucking hold on and listen. You sent your son to die for our sins so that we can be. Listen, this is what the Bible says. This is what Christians believe, that Jesus came to die for us so that we can have grace and favor in the eyesight of God, because we're too dirty and we're too sinful and we're too stupid and incompetent, because we all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. That's what the Bible said, right? So we're too stupid, we're too incompetent, and we're too dumb, right, to get it, to actually get it. Look how thou shalt not kill, we kill more than a little bit. Thou shalt not steal, we steal more than a little bit. So guess what, man? I'm the Almighty. I say what I say is goes, right? What I say go. If I say, let there be forgiveness of all of their sins, my son don't have to die. All I gotta do is say, let there be, and being it is, right? Now, keep that in mind. This is my power. Now, all I gotta do is say, let there be, but I'm gonna lay up there and say, all right, come on, Christ, I'm about to send you down there, and you about to go live, and you about to go die. And after you live and die, that's gonna make me love the humans and accept their prayers, because their prayers can't make it up here unless it's in your blood, right? And then we go to church and we symbolically drink blood and symbolically eat the flesh of what is to be a dead man that rose again. And we never call that shit magic. We never call that shit witchcraft. We never call it what it is. If you're symbolically drinking blood or literally drinking blood, you are drinking blood. If you're symbolically eating flesh or literally eating flesh, you are participating in the ritual of eating flesh. And so therefore, we have to acknowledge these things for what they are and stop trying to say, oh, it's the divine. Yes, it's divine. It's a divine ritual rite of sacrifice and magic.
Hey, Nicholas Carter, we'll get to your questions about that miracle food. 1 second. Let me get this point. Let me ask the question to Doc. Because I always ask a lot of questions, man. It's my whole entire life, even dealing with Christianity. Man, I used to be in church as a kid, just asking mad questions. I never could put two and two together of why God sent Jesus down to die for our sins, and what logic does that make? And how you just said it was like, For me to forgive you, I gotta have my son die for y'all for me to forgive y'all, because I just too dirty. I never understood it. So Jesus teaching the word,
like God being a
dying
racist.
for, huh?
It's like God being a spiritual racist or something. I'm gonna send my son down to die because y'all motherfuckers too dirty. So
Yeah, I never understood it. Like people like he died
bloodline.
for us. I'm like, but why? You know, what was the purpose of, what was the logic, what was the meaning behind it? Like,
and remember, and the meaning behind it
it's
is
not, and
we're
it's not
sinners and we're
explained.
too dirty. We're sinners and we're tainted and we're too dirty, and we don't, us by ourselves, we can't get into the presence of God. So Jesus had to be sent down to die for us as a replacement so that we can get into the presence of God in his name. Like using, basically like Jesus came down to die so that whenever we die, if we die believing in Jesus, we got the Jesus ticket when we show up to the gate, because we too dirty. Of us, of ourselves, and in and of ourselves, we just ain't shit. We just too dirty. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna develop a system where if you believe in Jesus and you die believing in Jesus, you can go to heaven with the Jesus ticket. And when you get to the pearly gates, they're gonna see that you believe in Jesus, and that's gonna make you righteous. That's gonna make you fit for heaven because you came in Jesus' name. Because without Jesus' name, you ain't shit.
Shout out my boy niggas. He said miracle food can help his girl with diabetes.
Hell yeah, 100%, 1,000,000,000%. But she's not gonna be able to use that insulin while she's doing it. And I do Miracle Food Platinum. Miracle Food Platinum. All right, you're gonna get a faster results. It's gonna be a wonderful transformation. Yes, I've healed too many diabetic patients. That's crazy.
Yeah, man, you gotta get some testimonies of people you healed up, man. So people gonna be thinking, yo.
Well, people don't remember the number one thing is I'm over the counter medicine, and they treat that like a Dr. Klein privilege. Do you know my biggest thing is people not wanting other people to know they even had a disease to heal in the first place? Like for instance, I recently had a patient. I healed her of HIV. Say, can I get a testimony? Oh no, I don't want nobody to ever even know I had it. I want to just live my life like I never had.
I bet nobody wouldn't. I bet you wouldn't. I know I wouldn't.
So think about it.
I remember one time, I had like a real bad chest ache. You know, I got that sarcoidosis shit, right?
You need you a miracle.
I drunk some miracle. I drunk some miracle food. My pain went away. Like it helped my pain in my chest. Instantly, I ain't making this shit up, cause you know what I'm saying. But I remember I was like, damn, I looked at my cabinet. I got some miracle food left. I drank it. The chest pain just went away. And I remember right around the time when I got diagnosed with it right after you got in contact with me. You sent me that first batch. Yeah, like once I got diagnosed with it, that's when you got in contact. You sent me that first batch.
That's crazy. Hold on, so you got diagnosed. Hold on, so you got diagnosed with it, and as soon as you got diagnosed with it, I contact you.
Yeah, you contacted me like I said, like a month later.
Man. You capped it.
For real, I got diagnosed with sarcoidosis in May. You contacted me in June.
What the
2020? You contacted me in June of 2021 because I remember that's what I had I think I was coming out of the service around that time.
Right.
You contacted me. Yeah, so I remember that time.
In 2021, you had the Army uniform on, nigga. I remember.
Yeah, I was full time with them.
Yeah, you were full time. I used to catch you while you was at the gig with the Army outfit on, nigga. Like, he get this reserve I was in.
Yeah, man. I kind of wrapped up a lot of stuff, man. But yeah, miracle food. I tell anybody to shop with it. It ain't no fluke. I don't feel like it's no flu gazy shit. I feel like it's a really official product. And for me trying it, seeing what it does, and I enjoy the shit. I advise anybody doing that.
I tell people, just imagine if you were to do it for prolonged use. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, if you did the raw food diet and miracle food, man, your ass be looking. You be young you be healthy. Like I remember when I was on the raw food diet. Man, I just feel my blood flow different. No, I ain't trying to be discussing it, but I used the bathroom way different. Like everything just came flushed out perfect.
Right.
Man, this shit hurt. Yeah, like just that whole experience was amazing. I'm gonna get back on it. I think you said you send the next batch. I'm gonna do a raw one. The next one coming. I'm gonna do a raw diet for a whole month.
Boy, you're gonna be putting out mad videos. You're gonna be putting out mad videos. You're gonna be like, just the boy, Dwayne McClay. Like hit that like, share, subscribe at 2 in the morning.
So they said that happened to me when that happened to me when to got money magic with Doc. Then he called me when I finished activating my chakras.
Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
That's called synchronicity. Synchronicity, man. Like that, like the universe know you needed something and it dropped in your lap and it gave it to you. You know what I mean? Like, can't get
Yeah.
no. I
Somebody
love
was asking us about cloning and stuff. Remember you showed me that video with the genetics of Disney people being created in Disney.
Yeah.
Do you feel like there's a lot of these athletes are monarch children, like Steph Curry, LeBron James, Kobe Bryant? Think about it. Daddy was a basketball player. Steph Curry dad was a basketball player. Then you look at Nicole Kidman. Nicole Kidman played in the movie Eyes Wide Shut. Her daddy is some type of big time director type of shit. And she plays in a lot of MK Ultra movies. She actually got a movie where she's in an entire checkerboard room with mirrors. So I feel like a lot of these kids are monarch children, including Drake. You know Drake was Jewish?
Yeah.
Did you know Elvis Presley was Jewish?
Drake is Jewish, and his dad wrote a hit song for the Beatles or somebody before. Mm-hmm. So his dad was in the industry, and that's how he met his mom. Yep. So
yeah, I'm doing a breakdown on Elvis. Learn that Elvis is Jewish, man. Everybody got Jewish connections. Elvis' mom
niggas, you gotta. Elvis was Jewish.
Yeah, his mom
on
her gravestone, he got the Jewish star on there. Like I said, I don't know what made me want to do a breakdown on Elvis, man. But I was just randomly like,
we already know he's Rainbow Booty Boy. Yeah, you already know that.
Yeah, nigga. Elvis was down with them boys, man. Elvis was big time, and he stole all the shit from black. Wait, what's up with the idea of the trend of getting shit from black people and running with it? Elvis, the blues. Think about the Elvis style. That's all niggas. That's all black folks. Ain't no white man that sing like that day in his life.
You see that with hip hop. Go listen to Chinese hip hop. That shit sound like niggas. Go listen to
I can't stand it.
Indian. They sound like niggas.
Man, I heard some Russian shit. He was the Vikings the fuck like it.
He be like, ooh, I wish I understood what that nigga said. He spit.
He smelled like that. I said, but that's all niggas.
That's all niggas. I'm like, ooh. And they making it rhyme and everything too. The cuticle, and he gotta go. Like, ooh.
Hey, that's why I feel like black people in America, we got a target on our heads because there's nobody more influential than us on the planet. There's no race of people who's been more copied than us on the planet right now. I'm just talking, we're not including the past 200. We ain't talking about the Egyptians. We're just talking about the past 200 years in America. Yeah. Nobody has been copied more than black folk in America. Nobody. We done set the trends, and we get pimped out the most. Look how much Nike makes off of us. Look how much Ralph Lauren makes off of us.
Look how much Hennessy makes off of us. Look how much McDonald's makes off of us. Look how much YouTube makes up. Everybody making something. Look, we still able to get $1.3 trillion a year out the economy. There's 40 million black people. There's not even 100 million black people. That's 40 million black people in the economy, and a lot of them in jail. A lot of them on some other shit, and we're still able to get $1.5 trillion out the economy.
There's a woman in Israel right now who got a twerking class. That's from niggas. I watched that video. Hey, they all trash at twerking. Let me tell you this. All y'all racist women who are not black, y'all do not have the fundamentals of twerking. Y'all can twerk, but it's not perfect. It's not what it is. It's fake. When I see a white woman twerking, it's like it hurts my eyes because I got a degree in watching women twerk. I got a master's degree.
You said white girl twerking, it hurts your eyes?
It hurts all white women do it wrong. All Spanish women do it. Nobody can twerk like the black woman. Nobody.
You said all the white girls do it wrong?
They do it terrible.
So I got a question. What's up? I remember back when I was coming up, white girls wouldn't pick like black girls like that. White girls, like, man, I remember when I was coming up, Becky had the flat booty with the small chest, and that was white girls. Like on Sir Mix-a-Lot, I like big, and that was Hollywood and everything. You can look at all of the old.
And it was Hollywood disgusting movies. For a minute.
For a minute. So my question is, what happened? What do you think happened? How did the white girls started coming out, started developing these I ain't talking about the ones who went to surgery. I'm talking about the ones who coming out and they just
thick.
They just these thick ass white girls, right?
Well, see, I'm gonna tell you. Go ahead with your question. I didn't know if you was done. So reason where they coming out at because they mainstream booty. Black men became big yin yang twins. T-Pain. I'm in love with a strip. We mainstream booty. We made booty the big market. When Kim K started getting fake butts, when Madonna got a fake butt, you start seeing other white women get fake butts. The white man is like, okay, this is what's popping now. I gotta get this now to look good in front of my brothers because this is what's mainstream. Remember, it was big titties, big implants. All the white women look like Pamela Anderson. Well, guess what? That niggas was not mainstreaming big titties. We mainstream big booties. And let me tell you how white women do it. White women go to if you go to the gym, white women would spend 2 hours working on their ass twice to 3 times a week. When I go to the gym now, all I see is white women doing squats. They on their hands and knees with their little leg kicking the bar up. They focus on getting their butts. And here's the thing with white people. When white people want to achieve something, they go and achieve it. So if a white woman want to get a bigger butt for the white guys to approve, they're going to go out there and get it. So they can shape their little pancake to become maybe a little apple. So it's not a big old ass, but it's enough rounded. So they know.
I'm not talking about them. I'm saying like, bro, if you do a survey right now, you go on TikTok right now, go on Instagram Shorts right now, you go all throughout social media right now, there's a plethora of white girls, right, who are thick like black girls. Like,
here's the thing: they always existed. Thick white girls always existed. They just never had the scope on them. I remember working at Walmart.
The thick white girls used to be called fat.
It used to be called fat and disgusting. But see, now look, because of black men, we made the word thick white girls pretty now. And guess what? The white men are looking at them now like, hey, I want a thicker white girl. But
I don't think black men. I think black women. I feel like us black men glorifying black women in that way made white girls aspire to be like them. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, I want. So somebody told me they had a theory. Like, do you think this is true? They said when they started doing that, putting that shit in the food and into the multivitamins. Remember those multivitamins, the Flintstone vitamins, and putting all that stuff. And they said that shit was meant for white people to buy, and like so that their women can develop, you know. And they said, remember, they said 3%. He was like, remember, all meat that we consume has human DNA in it, right? I was like, right. So what is that human DNA doing? Who is it feeding? Right? Look at what it's doing. Look at what it's doing us killing black people. But when white girls and white people eat white girls getting born thicker now.
Yeah, and I noticed with black people, we can't do the shit white people do. They can live forever. White people can do drugs and crack and cigarettes and drink Mountain Dew.
No, they can do the shit. Crackhead. That nigga could die
and live forever. When black people do that shit, it's gonna have a false. But see, white girls always. I remember growing up, we had a girl named Jenny McMorrow. I should have said her name, but anyways, Jenny had a fat ass growing up. She was just white trash. Guess what? She was in the hood with us, so she was getting the same shit we was getting. So they were doing an experiment. They would put these white girls, all the white girls who were white trash in the hood, all had fat asses. Why is that? The shit they giving niggas is something in there that now they found a way to disperse that to the rich communities, but they find in a better way. The multivitamins, all that shit. They put something in the water for niggas. They put something, because all the white girls, Cynthia was white trash. She came to school with a big old ass. And not to offend nobody, but white trash is a lower level white person. Yeah. All the white girls at my school.
Hold on, remember, even white people use that term, people. So that's not no racist black person term. White people use the term white trash. And that's how white people describe lower level white people. Yeah.
Yeah, so they found a way to, once they seen that this project where, okay, the white girl's getting thick in the hood, how can we put this in Whole Foods and in Publix? So let's put this in this food. Let's douse this little with that food. So now the rich white girls is getting little booties now. You know what I'm saying? I'm shocked my damn self. I went up to in Raleigh, you know, where NC State, all the white girls got little onions now. Like, where is this coming from?
Where's this coming? Like, I'm like, wait a minute. This never used to be. White girls never had the asses like that in abundance. I remember, like, I used to be, if a nigga was out and about, you might have had that one girl like that was white trash or something that, you know, that had the ass. But for the most part, white girls were known for not having ass. They were known for that. Like, Like nigga, we had motherfucking saying like, oh, bitch, you like a white girl. Like we make if a black girl got it, a black girl get called a white girl. Oh, you like a white girl, you ain't got no ass. Right? So in the black community, it was like that was what things be expected. Remember, Sir Mix-a-Lot, that song came out in the 80s, late 80s. Like no, that song came out in the 90s, right? Yeah, that song
early
came out in
90s,
the 90s.
early 90s, late 80s.
Early 90s that, yeah. So Sir Mix-a-Lot came with that. And that was just in the 90s. So from the 90s, when everybody was considering them flat, right? All the way up to right now, that's what, less than 30 years? All right, that's what, less than 30 years, probably 30 years or less. And 30 years or less, they all grew asses out of nowhere.
And what the hell the white man gonna do with them asses, man? White man can't fuck. What they gonna do with that ass? They get that big old ass at the house and not do nothing with it. And I ain't trying to be mean.
I posted
real.
that on the thing. I posted that on the thing. I posted a bunch. It was a whole bunch of white people talking, and the white girls were telling their white men how black men are the best lovers.
Man, white man can't. I ain't never learned no tricks. Watching porn growing up, I never learned no tricks from a white man. Never. All my strokes came from black dudes.
Hey, bro, they say black men. The unanimous decision amongst females are that as far as lovers, why black men are the blessed.
Man, every white girl I dated told me I was their number one. And I'm not trying to be cocky enough, but I knew it was gonna be that way. I could see it in their face while it was happening. I knew that. Yeah, she gonna say this is the best she ever had. Cause she was like, oh my god, that black dick. Oh shit, that fucking black. I'm like, yeah, bitch, it's that black. Like, I already know white men. I don't see no white men stroking it and moving like that. I don't see no white men. I don't see a white man. That's what they said in the thing.
I want to see if I can find that. that shit, bro. Damn.
Man, when I was growing up, even to this day, if I was watching an adult film, I'm not watching no white dudes. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't know what the fuck they doing when I watch it. There's no tricks out the book. I don't learn shit. And I was 16, 17 trying to learn how to fuck. I did not look at no white guys at all. White guys got one move, back and forth.
Here you go right here. I'm about to show you. Hold on. Here you go right here. Hold on here. Let me see.
Bluetooth connected.
I just posted this shit. It says on my Instagram. Hold on.
No, it's
skin. I've got lovely skin.
No, not like black man's skin.
Well, what's the difference in black men's skin then?
Well, if they look after it, it's all soft. It's like chocolate.
It's like chocolate. Would you eat it, do they? Black skin. Well, is that just it, the skin?
No, it's a whole attitude, I think.
What's the attitude?
I don't know, the way a black man makes you feel.
How does he make you feel?
Oh, lovely.
In what way?
It's the confidence that they have that white men don't have. I just think they have just that confidence.
I've had no complaints with any girlfriend I've had in the past, black and white.
Really?
No, I think that's wrong. Black men are definitely better in bed. They treat you right. They take their time over you, where a white man won't. They're too quick to get there and get it over with.
Well, of a white man being a bad lover, I think is.
I think it's because you're too quick. You're too quick to get it over with.
Yeah, but I don't think it's just that. I think it's the whole thing about how the lovemaking is made. That's why it's skin.
I've got lovely skin.
No.
And that's throwback. That's that throwback. That's that. So they show you right there, and they were having a whole panel and discussion. So if y'all wonder why black men are the most hated, is because of that right there. People be wondering why black men get shot down, why black men are hunted down, why are they thrown in jail, why are they plotted against, why is the whole world programmed to hate the black man, right? Because we the best lovers. Nigga, the best lover will always have the greatest fight against the greatest fighters. Why? Because you're the best lover. How you gonna be Mr. Lover and motherfucker ain't gonna be Mr. Hater? Think about it. I don't know. Y'all do. Oh, there you go. But
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I showed it. I showed it. I don't know if you seen it.
Yeah, I seen it. I watched it. Yeah, man, that's crazy, man. I told you, man, it's a stereotype about us, but I do believe it's a lot of it's true, because I don't see no white boy going in that bitch doing all the moves and the stroking and the snake shit. I don't see it. You know what I'm saying? And any other race of women I spoke to, even black women, they'll tell you like they don't want to be having sex with a white man because it's not the same. Like when you see a white dude, he's not living off of his sexual value. I got money, I got good credit, I'm focused, I got this, I got that. I don't see I dick my bitch down every night. I see a white man. I don't see my wife is getting dick down every night. I see I keep the bills paid. I got credit. I'm a white man. White men know they not about to be slinging no wood out here. So they know that shit. That's why when I see a white girl with a fat ass, I'm like, what you got the fat ass for? What that white man gonna do when you go home?
Man,
he gonna spank it? Let me spank your butt, babe. Like, come on, man. Like, I don't be seeing no reason for that shit. Like, anyway.
Hey, bro.
Look what lady said right here. And that's a white girl.
Oh,
that's a white girl.
Even the white girl say, bro, damn. So and people be wondering, like, why, young black men end up dating white girls and stuff like that. Because the white girls really be, like chasing a nigga, like really on something.
It's a fetish.
Boy, come here. What you talking about? Like they was explaining to you just now, like, nah, it's just better. So like they're gonna choose what's better, you know what I mean? In the end, when it's all said and done, even though economically and all of these other things, right? And then I know what I be hating though. I be hating every time you see a white dude with a black chick. She be some old nice looking black chick. Every time you see a black dude with a white girl, the only black dude you see with bad white girls are rich black dudes. Like, but when you see like regular, regular job working black dude with white girls, man, they be with the trash.
Bro, hey, if you come down here to Robinson County, if you are a girl right now, you are ranking at 1 and you're fat and white, you will get married down here in Robinson County where I'm at. I was at the store one day. If you see an ugly fat white woman, she's with a black dude. I went to the gas station earlier this morning. The black dude was the cashier outside talking to 2 fat white girls. I can tell they're stressing them out because he's sitting here talking. I know when a man arguing with a woman. I like those his females like them 2 fat white women. We got a girl in town right now. Got dudes fighting over her. She is 500 pounds plus. Big white girl, 500 pounds plus. Dudes fighting over her. My homeboy, I can't say his name because I don't put my boy on blast. He dated a girl. She's shaped like Jabba the Hutt. She's shaped like Jabba the Hutt. And when she lay down, it looked like spilt milk. That's how she looked. That's how bad her skin. She got all this bad skin. And she's 34 years old. She looked 58. My homeboy wife this bitch, and he's in love with her. Black men date the ugliest white bitches in the world.
Hey, bro.
I'm not making this shit up.
Bro, I swear to God, black men are fucking despicable I be like, at least if you gonna have a nigga saying, man, black men be fucking with white girls, man, you gotta have some pieces on you. At least if you gonna fuck up. Don't fuck down, bro. Don't fuck down, bro. And no, you see the caliber of dude that be with the big white girl or the trashy white girl, and you be like, nah, man, dude, like you ain't judging on no homo shit, but you can tell that dude could pull a better caliber of female. Like you letting your economic circumstances dictate your choices. Yeah. They doing that for money. They doing that for that income tax. They doing that for that car. Man, you know what I mean?
And then white women will take care of them, man. But here's the thing: reason why a good-looking white woman only going to fuck a dude with money is because black women. I won't say black women, but most women in our area are the only women that date broke niggas. We the only women that hold a man. All women are the only women that hold a man down when he has nothing. White women don't do that shit, especially the good looking ones. Only ones who white trash. A rich white girl is only gonna date a white boy who got his shit right. That's just how it goes. The white girl I was dating, bad as hell. But guess what? I was 19. I dropped out of college. I started smoking weed. She seen that shit. She pimped out. That's how they are raised. I remember another white girl who I was talking to. Yeah. We was fucking around in college. When I came back home, she was like, "Oh, the man I'm seeing now, he got a yacht and he's a rich white boy. I can't downgrade to you, Dwayne." Basically what she said. White girls are not trained to date poor. Black women would date a dude without shit. they'll marry this man and listen to him. And like they be calling him, "Oh, you're a gold digger." All them white women gold digger. That's why if you see a good looking white woman, she only gonna date a black man with money. That's just how they train their women. That is how it goes in their community.
But and then another thing too, on the flip side of it, white women are white women are the easiest to pimp, are the easiest to get to do what one might call, you know, the taboo acts. I remember coming up, if you wanted, if you was talking about some dick sucking, you had to go get that from a white girl. Black girl, boy, I don't suck that thing, right? You know, but white girl was sucking it. You feel me? So you feel like hip. I feel like hip hop mixed with whatever they put in that food and the fucking Tyson's chicken nuggets. I don't know what they put in them new I don't know what they put in little corn dogs or in a little pizza or whatever they put. You know, whatever they doing, bro. But I remember just in the 90s they had a song about
big butts, and white people thought it was disgusting.
And white people thought it was disgusting.
And here's the thing.
Now they all got big butts, whether it's BBL and they bought it or they, you know, born with it.
They born with it. Here's the thing with white men. White men are not about to let their women fall behind. If big titties is in, they gonna make sure their women have big titties. If big booty is in, we gonna make sure our women have big booties. Down all from the science. The man who made Ritalin because his wife was just doing too much. So he created Ritalin to calm her ass down. Her name was the pill Ritalin is named after his wife. Because she was just doing too much. So white men, when they see they women, they gonna ride for their women. Like how black women ride for us, they ride for their women. That's why black men and white women get along so much, because the white women cheat like black men, and white women are the horny ones who cheat. And they don't hold down shit. Black men are the ones who, when we combine, we damn near like milk and honey almost. But white men are gonna ride for their woman. They're gonna make sure they don't get left behind. So they put chemicals in the food to make sure their women can be thick. Oh, big booties is a shit. Well, guess what? The next generation of girls who come up are gonna all have big booties. So we're gonna do it from the science. We're gonna do it from the food. We're gonna do it from the BBL. Then we're gonna do it from the natural way, exercising. We ain't about to let our women get left behind. They're gonna be able to keep up because they do not want black women taking over some shit. You know what I'm saying?
I heard this. I got this recorded. Tell me what you think about this. Right? This is recorded. You ever heard of Mr. Let Go?
No, I ain't never heard of him.
Mr. Let Go. So he had said this thing. You heard me. I wanted to get your perspective on it. Here you go, right here. Hold on.
Who do you think these women are scared of?
Are they scared of other women? Are they scared
Black
to
women.
agree with you in public? Oh yeah.
Black women.
Yeah.
Everybody is scared of black women. Black men are afraid of black women. Black women are afraid of black women. White women are afraid of black women. And white men are afraid of black women. So that's the reason why we all, except for me, I don't, pander to black women just to keep y'all from yelling and arguing and stuff.
How you feel about that?
Man, look, I got a joke I tell. Like I said, Doc, I'm hitting the stage this year as far as my comedian shit. My second time hitting the stage in my life. I'm going to do a whole comedy show, but it's a joke I tell. I'm like, look, if you want to date black women, and I say I can't teach you how to wife them, but I can teach you how to fuck them. The best way to fuck a black woman is just do whatever the fuck she say. Do whatever the hell she want. You will get head. You will get nut. All you gotta do is shut up and let her do whatever the hell she want. That I agree 100% what he says. 100%. Like I ain't scared of the shit. I'm ready for the challenge. I go toe to toe with these bitches and yell. As soon as they start yelling this shit, you know what they hate? When your ass get quiet and laugh, or you walk the fuck away. They hate that shit, but they love when you. I'll argue with them once I get to a point. I'll walk away on their ass. They like, what the fuck? And black women gotta constantly get put in their place. And that's where a lot of niggas don't know.
They don't want to be bothered with that, right?
Yeah.
So do you feel like that's right? Do you feel like it's black men's obligation to be bothered with that?
They're my women.
Right.
Yeah, it's our obligation to get these women. And it's only making you a man. She is being hard if you deal with to make your ass more of a man. If you can deal with her loud yelling ass and putting her in her place, it's nothing for you to tell a white man to his face, hey, I'm not doing this shit. That's what I learned from dealing with black women. Once I got the balls enough to stand up to my mama, stand up to all these other black women and tell black women how I feel about them, that's when I got the balls to go to work and tell that white man I'm not doing this job today. I go back and forth and yet
black women gave you black women gave you the courage to
and it's our job to deal with these motherfuckers. It's our job to learn from this shit, and they only making you more of a man. That's it. I don't want no pushover. I don't want no pussy. That's all it is. Y'all niggas want to play 2K all day, play anime, and deal with a bitch that's not gonna challenge your motherfucking ass. And then you want everything easy. That's why you go to work, you get pushed around and bossed around and shit. You go to home with a black woman, she get turned off pushing around, bossing your ass around. So it's all about manning the fuck up. So it's our job as black men to deal with this shit. We got the strongest motherfucker behind us out of all the women. We better learn how to appreciate the motherfuckers, cause ain't nothing like a warrior, nigga. That's what the fuck we got. We ain't got no fucking pussy ass woman. We got a motherfucker who, I'm a woman, but guess what? I'm gonna talk to your ass, I can whip your ass. And I'm gonna fuck your shit up if I get beat up. And I'm gonna fucking hit you with a weapon or some shit. That's what the hell we got. And like I said, black women hold men down. So I do feel like it's our job as black men to deal with that shit. I date black women. That's my number one favorite. That's what I watch. When I watch my adult films, I watch black women. That's my number one. But I do feel like, yeah, they can be aggressive, but we as black men, we gotta learn how to deal with that shit. Stop being a pussy and wanting a bitch who's just gonna let you do whatever the fuck you want. That bitch gonna teach you the man to fuck up, which is a lot of black men need. We growing up without dads and shit. We need to learn how to stand up to these motherfuckers and understand how to deal with altercations and how to man up and handle these situations. You got
my cousin. So I don't know if people know this, but man, my cousin, a black girl, you know, my cousin Jit, she taught me. She's the one that made me not afraid of like males anymore in life. I was about like 7 years old, and I was, you know, when you're 7, you fight somebody that's 7, that's your league. But a 13-year-old or 14-year-old coming at me, you know, you might get spooked like, he's 13, 14, I can't handle him. You know what I mean? But my cousin, she was 8, going on 9 years old, and I told her, you know, like, yeah, you know, they messing with me, and she went over there and ran on a motherfucking 13-year-old. I'm talking about like punished him. And from then on, I ain't never been scared of males, and I've never been scared of anything else in life. Cause she went over there so casually, like, who, him over there? Watch this. And she said, watch this. Pop, 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 pop. The nigga was balling up. Like, he didn't even fight back. He just started balling up. Pop. She was hitting him with like Mayweather joints. And I was like, damn. I'm never gonna be scared of nobody ever again.
Hey, yeah, man. Hey,
taught me how to fight, man.
A black woman help a black man teach him how to stand to his mama too.
Yeah.
Especially if you're a mama's boy, you gotta have something to your goddamn mama. There's a black woman gonna tell you that shit. Like, I'm not scared of them. I don't feel like you need a pussyfoot around so they don't blow up. But that's like, you do that with all women. You gotta pretty much tell. It's any job, any life.
You gotta put it. You got listen, bro. Like, that's like I tell people this. Don't think it's not like that in the white world. Don't think it's not like that. If you get you a white girl, she gonna be nagging too. She gonna motherfucking you gonna have to put her in her place too in a different way. You gonna have to probably in some of the same ways. She gonna have anxiety and all this other shit too, and mood swings and bad days and all this other fucking shit too. And you know, yeah, man.
I'm gonna tell you this: the reason why black women get the heat they get is because they do it in public. They don't give a fuck. White women are the same exact. When I dated the white girls I dated were the same exact bitchy motherfucking ways. They stopped sucking dick when they got mad. When they got mad, they didn't fuck. You know what I'm saying? Same bitchy ass aggravated. They yelled all fucking day. Shit, I felt like night and day. But guess what? The only thing they didn't have that in them. You know what I'm saying? They motherfucker, what? They didn't have that shit in them. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing they let.
They had that Michael Jackson on bad.
Nah, they didn't have that in them. Nah, I like little white bitch. You better shut the fuck up. Like black women, what? Who said shut the fuck up? Like that's the only difference. But other than that, they same exact way. Karens are nothing but what they would call, you know how they say, oh, black women gotta have their way. That's a Karen. Man, I deal with any type of job I had. The white bitch is always more aggravating than the black bitch. The white bitch is way more. And guess what? The white man, the privileged white man, is just as aggravating as both of them bitches. I'd rather deal with a nasty, aggravating black woman than deal with a white man who think he has the world in his hands. Honestly, them niggas are way. Say that again. I'd rather deal with a black woman with a nasty attitude than deal with a white man who think he has the world in his hands. Them niggas are hard to work with.
Boy.
They feel like they want you to be a magician. They have the worst.
They want you to be their son.
And then there's somebody saying black women are more manly. No, white women are just as manly. All these bitches behind closed doors are just like that.
Oh, just like that.
Y'all don't think these Spanish men go home and get shit thrown at them by their wives? I heard so many stories about Puerto Ricans and Mexicans.
I've seen it. I grew on the West Bank in Marrero. I grew up on a street called DeMarco. I had a Hispanic friend. I had a Vietnamese friend. I had a white friend. I had black friends on the same street, right? And my Hispanic friend, her name was Michelle. Her daddy used to work offshore and come home. And the nigga was, his name was Rico. And he was like he was like a ladies' man and shit, whatever like that. You feel me? And I remember one time we was over there, and I guess they was fighting and arguing, and she picked up a big old glass ashtray and threw it at that boy. I'm like, ooh, Michelle mama about to take Rico out this bitch. Yeah.
And then if y'all look at the women prisons, 60, you know how black men, we fill up most of the male prisons? In the female world, it's mostly white women and them bitches.
Yeah.
So what the fuck does that say?
What that tell you?
If the female prison is 70 or 80% white women, what the fuck does that tell you? Man, I'm telling you, man, only like I said, white people are good at keeping character. They not about to let you see them look bad in public. So a white woman ain't about to let you see her not look womanly in public. But when she go home, Tom get that work. Fucking Tom, how the fuck you let Gerald talk to you like that? Tom, you're not work. Most of these white men have a white woman behind them.
Why does the house look like this? Why are you helping me? Oh yeah,
niggas be think.
You think white girls don't complain? You think what you thought this was, nigga? This
and then the whole
sex
thing, they be like, oh, white girls do more sex. You think you walking in the room with a white girl pulling your dick out the gate and putting it in the mouth? It's not like that. It's not like that at all. It's not like it's the same shit with black women. You got to court this motherfucking ass.
That shit is only like that on that shit only like that on the porno, nigga.
And people talking about go back to Jew talk. This is Jew talk. Jew stand for juice, nigga.
Yeah, you feel me? So in the end, when it's all said and done, man, I always tell people, no, man, everybody is really just more the same than not the same. You know what I'm saying? Like I look at this shit from a perspective of, okay, what's different? And majority of shit is the same. Like we just got different objectives, different goals, different culture, realistic views and ways of expressing it. But we're all trying to do the same shit, have a happy family life, get us some money, you feel me? Live happily ever. Everybody trying to live happily ever after around this bitch. We just got our own individual ways of going about it. Black, white, Hispanic, and Asian, you feel me? So, and I'm able to be unbiased and recognize, okay, no, black people go about happily ever after like this. White people go after happily ever after like this. Hispanic people go after happily ever after like this. Oh, this is happily ever after for Indian people. Oh, and this is happily ever after for the Chinese and the Asian people, right? So, me personally, that's why I say it's all niggas. I done seen a nigga in every single motherfucking race. I done seen Chinese niggas. Them niggas is straight niggas.
I seen a Chinese nigga, man. That dude was on some wild shit trying to sell me some goddamn fake ass FUBUs. I got the pants. They're brand new. I'm like, bro, I don't know about that bullshit, man.
I'm telling you, bro, nigger is not relegated to black people. If you go look up the word niggardly is a character that any race can exhibit. So they got white niggas out here. They got black niggas out here. They got Hispanic niggas, Asian niggas, Indian niggas. You feel me? Australian niggas, European niggas. Nigga is not just relegated to black people. I don't know what made people ever even think nigga was just a limited term to black people. Last time I checked, if I go and call a wetback, a Hispanic person a wetback, that's the equivalent of somebody calling them a nigga. Right? But guess what? You don't see them you'll see them get offended with wetback, but you won't see them get offended with if they was singing one of those fucking songs and they had to say nigga in the song. See what I mean? Like what's that dude in Texas? The dude in Texas that be the Hispanic Mexican dude in Texas that say nigga. He say nigga in all his raps and shit too. I forgot his name.
Trinidad James.
No, man, from Texas, the Hispanic, the new rap niggas. Man, Lil Mexico or something, Lil something.
Not Lil Pump.
No, not Lil Pump, man. He in Texas and he be having a big old diamond chain. He act like a nigga. He act like a nigga, but he Mexican. What, man? Tell somebody in the group somebody in the chat gonna put his name. I forgot his name. But the
Peso.
Yeah, the controversy over him. Using nigga in his songs and shit like that. And I keep telling people he a nigga. You see them tattoos on this nigga? I bet you this nigga done been around all kind of fucking low down, dirty Mexican nigga shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I guarantee you, they got Mexicans who are fucking uppity white folks.
Mm-hmm.
Can't stand the Mexicans that's down and dirty doing that. Oh, the fucking drug dealing, fucking Vato. I can't stand the fucking. Get your fucking stuff out of my face, Vato. You fucking drug dealer. You know, like they you know, they still got. There are niggas in every class of people. Niggerly is poor acting, poor thinking, poor mind frame. You know, I come from nigga shit, so I know the nigga way. You dig? Welcome to the world of niggerdom.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I love about people, man. I just wish we can get our minds and we can just be a little more, you know, sustainable. But I love my culture though. I ain't gonna lie about it. I love my culture. I hate that the violent part about it, but man, I can't stand being in a suburban area with a bunch of boring ass white motherfuckers. Them motherfuckers is boring as a motherfucker. I can't stand having conversations with people that ain't on no nigga shit. But I can't be around that shit. I gotta be around some nigga shit. If I'm out and about, I do not want to be around these preppy. I'm into a military ball. One of the dude's girls I used to follow, she pulled up on me and was like, "This is Patrick." I'm like, "Bitch, my name McClain in this motherfucking uniform." But everybody that was boring as hell, and then the girl was a jump off, man. That girl was a jump off, man.
Everybody was boring as hell.
Everybody, except the niggas.
Hold up,
except the niggas.
Oh, the niggas had the party jumping.
We had to go outside and be on some nigga shit. But when you was in the military ball, we had to all talk.
Hey, I heard it's racist as fucking that bitch, bro.
In the military?
Yeah.
Yes.
It is?
Yes. If you're a black person and you ain't excelling like substantially, you gonna get left behind. They gonna look at you. And then me being the way I am, they automatically look at me like, this nigga here, he proved us all right. Like, cause like I told you, I love nigga shit, man. Like, you know, I'm always loud and joking and talking shit. They looked at me like, how the fuck did he get this rank? And all of yeah, nigga, they mad racist up there.
Oh, wow.
They do not want a black person to make it, man. And then, like I said, it gets worse with the officer side. So you got two sides of the military. You got enlisted, is it sergeants, staff sergeants, first sergeants. You got officers, lieutenants, captains, majors, colonels, generals. Those are officers. That's when it gets more political. That's more political. That's more race. But the whole thing is racist. Yeah, I'll say there's a lot of racism in it.
Wow, you would have thought, you know, damn. Because you see people, you see the way people be fighting to get into the army. It's like,
man, I done seen white boys fuck up and get their motherfucking life. I done seen white boys get fucked over now, but I done seen white boys make the same mistakes and get some good shit happen to them. And black people, they got to make your ass. You got to beg for the shit. When I was trying to recruit, right, we had a Spanish master sergeant. She did not want to give me that recruiting job. The only thing that messed me over that recruiting job was me getting a DUI. She was wanting me to do that shit. So I think she prayed that happen. But she, the entire time, I'm getting mad, nigga. I got like 4 people recruited, right? She's like, I don't think McClain's ready. I don't think he's here. I want to get this Spanish girl on. So she wanted to get her. As soon as I lost my job, the Spanish girl was in the office the next day. You know what I'm saying? Then it's like that with whites. They'll look out for their person. And the niggas, they going to look out for the white and the Spanish before they look out for you. Because they got to look out for, they brainwash.
They brainwash it. We brainwash the head ourselves. I guess that's why we be doing all that shit, selling our soul, doing all that crazy shit, you feel me? Because it's just like, what do we got to lose for? We done lost everything else, right? So I guess everybody's just trying to get in where they fit in, right?
Mm-hmm. Heck yeah.
Yeah.
But now we got to start the episode, man. Hey, it's about that time. Hey, it's a good episode, man. Hey, this Tuesday, you want to do My Magic Don't Miss again?
Yeah. Whenever you're ready.
Hey, this Tuesday.
Hey, listen. What his name is? Rico Gold?
Rico.
Talk about Rico. Man, keep it, hey, bro. Me and Rico, Rico cool, right? I'm not fucking with Rico, man. Rico, you smarter than me. Rico, you better than me. All praises be to, whatever you doing, bro.
That's fine. I told him he can come on DMTV too, man. I said, you get you a spot. Let him speak his piece, man. You know what I'm saying? See what he got to say. You know what I'm saying? Hear what he got to say, man.
On DMTV 2, you gonna have him on DMTV 2?
He ain't sent the grip for DMTV 1. The grip for DMTV 1 is high. The grip he sent was only enough for DMTV 2.
All right,
yeah, man. I'll pull him on there, man. But yeah, hey, My Magic Don't Miss, 9 p.m. Eastern time this Tuesday. The formidable guests, have your information ready.
Have your information ready.
Is magic.
Hey, bro, hold on. I told you about the celebrity death match?
Nah, what about it?
Man, all right, so listen, I'm creating this thing called Celebrity Death Match. All right, so it's zodiac based. So you got to go find 10 of the most famous celebrities that you can find that you think are the most famous and notary, or what it's called, something. I forgot it right now. But it got to be Capricorn.
LeBron James and Jay-Z, I got 2.
Hold up, that's 2. You got LeBron James, but you got to get 8 more, right? And boom, I'm an Aries. I'm going to get all the Aries, notable Aries people, right? Like Leonardo da Vinci and motherfucking Celine Dion and motherfucking Martin Lawrence, right? And so boom, the whole purpose is we're gonna fight with the characters like Pokemon, right? But this is how you do it. You gotta fight with the information of their notoriety, right?
Oh, okay.
So yeah, you got Jay-Z, but how much information you know about Jay-Z determines how many moves you make with Jay-Z. So because you could be like, oh yeah, well I hit you over the head with the 5-time platinum that Jay-Z sold in '97. Pop. You feel me? Oh well, look at nigga.
Pokemon game.
Yeah, a whole Pokemon. Look at I block you, nigga. Look at I block you with that. I block you with that last Bad Boys. Martin drop with Will. Bop,
well, I got Jay-Z bought I forgot what some type of liquor cover. I gotta get my information up. Yeah, I got the idea.
Yeah, you gotta get Jay-Z hit you with a bottle of that Douce. Bah, now you dazed up. You feel me?
Yeah, I'm down to do that. When you want to do that, I'm down.
I'm gonna let you know because they've been asking about like when we're gonna do the celebrity debt bet.
Yeah, I'm ready.
And so if you run out of like information to fight with, then your celebrity dies. My celebrity goes on to the next round. And you bring your next celebrity up there, and boom, and boom. And
well, LeBron James and Jay-Z gonna be my last 2. I'm not pulling them out to the very end.
Yeah, hey bro, I got some hard hitters. I got some hard hitters. I got Pharrell. I got some hard hitters on that. Mike Will made it. You feel me? I got some hard hitters on there. So.
My buddy Leo said he want to do this.
Yeah.
Hey, my Miss Makeup, we out of here, man. We just show over. You came late.
She said greetings. Everything 221. But that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do the celebrity debt, man. I already told Crumb. To get his Scorpio. To get his Scorpio celebrities. You feel me? His knowledge up. You feel me? And I'm telling you, get your Capricorn celebrities.
Oh man, I'm gonna have them all.
And Jay-Z ain't no fucking Capricorn. Jay-Z a fucking Sagittarius.
Jay-Z a Cap.
Jay-Z a fucking Sagittarius, man.
I'm gonna look it up, man. Jay-Z a Capricorn, man.
Man, Jay-Z no fucking Capricorn. I'm about to show you right now, nigga. Jay-Z is Sagittarius.
His birthday like December the something, the 29th. No, he is a Sagittarius. Like born on December 4th.
Yeah, I've been Sagittarius, nigga. You trying to steal?
Born December 4th. Because I remember the song he had with his mom.
So that's another thing we're gonna have to do. We're gonna have to make sure that the celebrity you pick.
So all I got is LeBron right now. There, all I got is LeBron. Hey, yeah, I didn't die. Hey, let me know about that, there, man. Hold it down.
I got you covered. Peace.
Great episode, Big Jew Talk. Y'all tune in this Tuesday. The debate the Shocker Doctor about is magic, wrong, is whatever you want to debate him about. We can talk about anything. Tune in Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. My magic, don't miss the Shocker Doctor. Go to shockerdoctor.org, copy yourself some Miracle Foods, and subscribe to DMTV too, and my Patreon called DMTV merch. Start back dropping content tomorrow on this channel and DMTV too. Y'all be blessed. Y'all be safe.